was before I got tomorrow off. It's nice.
Oh yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, I do
Holiday.
too. Holiday. Right. Alright, let's make sure everyone's hero points are good. Well, you guys used all your hero points last session.
Yeah.
Love it. Alright,
Gonna
let's
work.
give everyone 2 again.
What?
Oh.
Someone's like wearing the boss
Whoops.
fight or something.
Nah.
Yeah, it's like that.
I was so I even forgot to use the boss bar thing, guys. You'd have a good indication of where his health was at. I think he's pretty much hosed now though, so I'm not gonna bother.
Gresh is
Oh,
holding the door.
Jesus!
Gresh is really good at holding doors.
Uh-huh.
I was thinking about this after the session. This is almost exactly like the Cairn fight.
Yeah, like if there's anyone who don't want to be
holding the
pushed,
back. I'm holding the back line while the rest of
Like,
you guys are fighting the
there's-
boss.
like there's somebody holding the door. Like the worst person that you want to be pushing into is a magus because it's like the first one to the door gets deleted. Like,
Yeah, you took out the lieutenant real quick, and his pet can't even fight back. This is just his worst day. All right, let's get going.
Oh, it's about to
You go ahead whenever, Lex.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty. Welcome back to Trying for the Tusk Adventure Path. With me and my friends here. We got a bunch of stuff to do tonight. We ended off on maybe not so much of a cliffhanger, but yeah, I think this is session 12. Awesome. All right. Before we get started this session, would anyone like to give us a recap for that extra hero point? What happened last time? I know Sal, our amazing note taker, has a cheat sheet for you. You don't want to accept such a burden. Telling us what happened last. And then meanwhile,
are there any heroes amongst us?
are there any? We're holding out for
These
one.
scaly ones, wide bodies.
All right.
Great pectoral.
Crush. He gets out. He takes the note. And he gets out the glasses, the little spectacles. Let's see where. So, let's see what we did last time. He flips to the journal. So we all needed to get into the keep, at least Dale, Roxanne, and I. And then let's see, we got the debris from the hole in the wall. Oh yeah, we opened the gate, put it back. Easy. Huh?
You keep going. Sorry, I need to answer this call.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's see. Then we needed to get into the keep after we got past the hold wall. And so everyone had the bright idea that I should get captured. And because I beat up Kazard in the moot, they thought I would be a good gift. And so Gresha and Dale posed guards, and everyone captured me with a lot of quotes. And Dale's disguised as a baby goblin, son to Roxanne. They got really into that. Let's see. Then we explored for a bit after I got captured, and we ran into Ustalav. He's a vampire. Pretty he's got fang tusk, and he's been working as an advisor to Cesard, but he'd like us to somehow deal with the undead hordes. Apparently some magic's going on that he can't deal with. And he was concerned about just the undead mass moving around. He wants an audience with Ardax also. I don't know if we can make that happen, but and he wants us to sign a contract, and he gave us a ring. and he poofed away. Like, I guess that vampires do that. Then we got into Khazar's room. They handed me over. He didn't buy the ruse. He didn't buy our plan. He's just got a giant cyclops with a hammer, and he's got all their hammer. And then we got into a fight, and yeah, we're still fighting. I suplexed him to the ground, and yeah, that's where we're at. We're still fighting.
Okay, awesome.
Mhm.
All right, take your third hero point. Very good. And then last but not least, we have a roleplay question. Those who would like to answer it for that extra hero point may be useful. Let's see. Oh, this one's easy. All right. Is your character, inquiring minds would like to know, is your character an optimist or a pessimist?
Mhm.
And roll out if you like that. Chance that extra hero point. Tell us what's what. Ah, jeez. Sorry.
I'm rolling it up.
Ooh, okay. Oh, wait. Challenger. Okay. Looks like Sal got it this time, unless there's another. Nope. Sounds good. All right, Sal. Is Sal a pessimist or an optimist? I'm very sorry. Give me 1 second. I have to answer this call again. Oops, sorry.
Sal's he's very optimistic about life in general, but he's pessimistic when it comes to I guess the nature of things, the nature of how people act. But he's like a realist about how he expects people to behave and act. But he's still optimistic in that he doesn't let it affect his worldview and like how he engages with how he engages with the world. So he is pretty sure that he'll get screwed over many times, but he doesn't really mind it. Sort of a choosing blissful ignorance kind of guy, I guess. Letting let things wash off your back kind of thing.
Mm.
And then I'll pass it to Gresha.
Oh,
All right. I think generally Russia is a pessimist.
Okay,
And
everyone's taken care of. Sorry. I'm back. Where are we at?
nice.
What was Sal? Was he a pessimist or an optimist?
I said overall he's a optimist. Like he's got some pessimistic views about how like Belkzen society acts, but it's more so like he doesn't really mind it. He's like orc will be orcs. He expects to get screwed over by fellow orcs. Like if an orc could could take advantage of him, he expects it. Doesn't let it bother him.
Okay.
Glass half full.
Okay. Yeah, I can see it. All right.
Sometimes he's
Yeah.
the orc screwing people over.
Oh, I think your mic's open. Okay, nice.
oh, my bad.
I don't know what's happening. Are you sweeping?
I was getting something from my fridge.
Ah. Okay. Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, just sweep it up real quick.
Sweep it up. All right. All right. So yeah, we're still in the battle. Yeah, because some reinforcements had shown up when the gunshot went off, and I was expecting a gunshot to go off. Oh, sorry, Gresh, you had something?
No. Just thinking out loud. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no worries. Yeah, and then right it back up. Just need to deal with Khazard, and then see what happens from there. Take you guys back to this map. We'll jump back into it. Upper keep. Activate. Oh yeah. all coming back.
Oh boy.
All right, let's get this music going. More somber, reflective music. Okay. All right, and I think we're starting off with Kresh. So, you guys have burst in here. You guys attempted to deceive Khazard by handing over Kresh as some kind of offering. Perhaps if your arguments were more convincing, he would have bought it. Alas, he did not. And a fight broke out. Gresham very quickly exploded his lieutenant, Oragrim. Didn't even really get to meet her. Black Snout is angry, rolling around the floor, crying because he can't fight back. And I think Kresh just pile drive Khazard into his own throne, as some orcs have some more orcs from Khazard's side have come up behind you and are trying to gain access to the room, but Kresh is holding him back.
All right. Kresh is gonna go for a big bite.
Big bite.
Big buddy.
It's good to me.
All right. Damage. Oh, he's not dead.
Oh.
Oh.
Also, we didn't do this because now I can actually do it. As soon as you go for him, he's targeted by a strike. All right, so that bonus wouldn't have helped him, but after the attack, you see he kind of shoves you back with his arm, and he steps back a square.
Steps back a square.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, then
Nobody.
Then yeah, Kresh then runs at him. He'll do a move, and then yeah, we'll do it again.
Another bite.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll reroll that. This.
Okay. Brings up his bracer to attempt to block, and he shoves it in your mouth before you can get a good
All right.
bite onto his shoulder.
All right, and I guess that's the end of my turn.
Alrighty. Dale, you see them. They're really tussling back there, but you see some of the orcs have showed up behind you as the giantess Cyclops blood kind of pools onto the floor, begins to fill the room.
All right. Dale's gonna take aim at over here and support Kresh real quick with one shot, because he's starting to pick up on this whole orcs keep getting up thing. So he's gonna
It's
make
only a matter of time.
one strike with old Jezebel.
It's the best counter to gunslingers, apparently. All right, they're just too busy wrestling back and forth over here in the corner. It's hard to get a good beat on them.
I'm gonna hero point it.
Never mind.
Counter to the counter. 2 guns.
All right, you got him.
It's gonna bounce off the wall and come back and then hit him.
Yeah, you fire this gun into this solid stone room. Just bounces everywhere. All right, let's see. All right, doesn't quite take him down.
And he'll look. He was gonna aim the other gun at
Yeah.
this guy over here at the door, help out Gresha, but he's just gonna cross his arm over and fire a second round at.
you keep looking over to the corner of the door, and you keep seeing like these orcs are like trying to charge their way in, but then you keep seeing this guy still standing. So you take another shot.
So this one's at map.
All right. It still hits just by 0. All right. That is going to trigger his ferocity. So he takes the bullet, and then he stays at 1 hit point.
I knew you old son of a bitch.
I knew you were going to do that.
And then he'll reload.
All
And
right.
that'll be my turn.
All right, let's see. This orc veteran, he's going to try What is he good at here?
If I remember correctly, Sal scared the shit out of him.
Oh yeah, he was frightened too. Yeah, he's super frightened. Yeah, he still got it. Yeah, I forgot what Sal did, but yeah. Or no, I think you said this is. You pointed at the corpse on the ground.
I pointed out, like, yeah, the Gresha did that.
Oh, then we have to take out this one first, obviously. What? Yeah, he's still a little shaky. Let's see what he's got. He's just gonna try and I need to look up shove. Can you shove in a diagonal fashion?
Yeah, as long as it's away from you.
It's away from me. Yeah, so he's gonna attempt to shove you back, Gresha. He's gonna try and get in the room and get past you with the shove. So target you, select him. He's gonna try and shove you back. Shove, I thought it's canceled because Orgrim is dead. I'm not targeting Orgrim. Oh. Wait, what? Work better. There it goes. Okay. Oh yeah, their shove isn't that great. Oh yeah, also they're frightened. It's not gonna be a good attempt. Failure, because of the frightened. So he tries to shove you back, and then he'll just. The door is destroyed now, so he was gonna close the door on you, maybe. All right, he'll just bring up his neck splitter and go for a wild swing with it. It's not gonna be very good. He's got so many penalties. Yeah, no good. And then he's going to lose his last action. He's gonna step out of the way for this berserker to get in there and wreak some havoc. And that's gonna be his turn. Khazard on his last legs. Okay, no, he's still frightened one. Hold on. Frightened one. Only goes down by 1 per turn. There we go. Okay, yeah, still frightened. All right, Khazard. Yeah, he's just in a bad way with you, Kresh. You're locked in a duel of fate. So he's gonna start swinging his hammer around wildly, and while you're distracted by that, he's gonna try and trip up your legs and go for a trip on you.
Okay.
Let's see. Wait, is anyone still frightened by him? No, that didn't work. I think Gresha, you're still frightened by
Yeah,
Is that what that frighten's from?
I believe so.
Was this weaseling words? Okay. No, I don't think that's gonna.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, he'll just go for try and trip on Crash. Khazard, the Trojan. He doesn't have very good a chance at this. Oh yeah. Yeah. Try it. Ooh. Pretty good. Alright. So he's gonna knock you prone as he was spinning his hammer, trying to like fake you out, and then he goes for you. He steps between your legs and trips you. And then he's gonna finally bring the hammer down on your head. As he's got the advantage now. It's gonna be at map though. Die.
Was by 5. Oh my.
And then what's the last thing gonna be? Yeah, he's gonna keep talking. It's like, you worms could never best me. The Clefthead clan will go on forever. With our alliance with the unbroken horde, Belkzen will fall. And that gets you right in the fear, Gresha. You don't like what he said there, but
Cool.
you can't reduce your frightened. That's his power. His power is words, and then Sal, it's your turn. You got this pig in front of you that's losing his shit. You just can't believe how bullshit.
The Pathfinder, he's like, ooh, invented this spell.
Who invented this spell?
Let's see. So we've got
Roxanne is
Khazard,
supposed to kiss.
pretty messed up.
Khazard, yeah, he did tank the shot from Dale. And kid standing, so you know that his time is short now.
Okay, alright, I think, yeah, I'm just gonna try to hit Kazar, try to help out Crash.
Alright.
So, we're gonna do a weapon infusion. He gets like a disc of metal going, he's gonna like slide it so it slides along the wall and spins around over towards Kazar here.
Like a like a Mega Man.
Yeah,
enemy.
exactly. Yes, that's what I'm going
The buzzsaw was along the wall.
Around. See what we got here.
Oh. Alright,
What
how
a
do you
hit.
finish the job?
Like Kazar's like getting up off the ground from the suplex, and right as his head gets to a certain level, the buzzsaw just goes through his neck.
Alright, he falls dead.
And then he is gonna raise his shield.
Right on top of you too, Crash.
He falls on top of me. Ew. Okay.
Yeah.
He says,
And
"Minus
it-
one
And the
asshole."
blood is like spurting out of his neck and it's getting all over you and it's gross.
And that's all he's got. He raises his shield. That's it.
Alright. Alright, you hear from in here. They killed Kazard. And then they just like a battle cry, and they're gonna shoot at you, Grisha. Gonna draw their arrow back. Let's see what they got. Longbow. It's gonna have volley because it's a longbow. It's not meant for close range fights like this. Miss, and then she'll shoot again. All right. Seeing that that's failing, you're just deflecting each arrow as it comes whizzing by. She's going to stride out. I will go get more help. And hold on, was that 25? Let's see. 10, 25. Okay, that's her turn. Roxanne, you're maintaining concentration on this calm spell.
Yep, I will sustain the calm. And then I'm gonna move here, and then I will snap out Little Spencer and cast Garden of Healing on us.
Okay.
Should get everyone.
Yeah, it should get everyone on your team. Let me update the targets. There we go.
Thank you.
Oh, and also yourself too.
Yes.
Right.
And
8 healing.
Krish.
Very good. So now you are sustaining 2 spells, so you have to spend 2 actions each turn
Yes.
to keep either spell going, which you can do. It's just, yeah.
Yeah.
Just a reminder. One more action?
It's
no,
not an
you
action to
stay.
step over here.
That would be, yeah.
Yeah.
Step,
Okay.
Cast the spell.
Yeah. And then
Alright.
sustain.
You got it. Krisha. You know, to either side of the door, there is an orc.
Yeah. Gresha's gonna spend 1 action to step. Get here.
Right.
They're going to look at the 2 of them and be like, Kazard is dead. He's a traitor to our kind. Traitor to Belkzen. Stand down. Help us fight the horde that's coming. Either that, or you can die where you stand. I'd like to make it demoralized.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Doing
Unless you step in there and you just begin making arguments. Let's see.
I'll roll that.
Okay. Oh, very good. All right. Let's see. This guy that was already frightened, yeah, he's all about it. He does not want to fight you. He drops this weapon. This guy down here. And you critically succeeded. Yeah, I'm gonna say.
But, I was targeting the lady up top. The one.
But I mean, you're coming out of the room and you're making this
yeah.
proclamation. Kazard is dead. It's over. That sort of deal. I imagine that's like your main argument.
Yeah.
And you clearly succeeded, so like, you know, I gotta give it to you for the most part. Let's see. How would they react? Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fair. I mean, their loyalties to him were not as solid as, you know, he would have led you to believe. So yeah, I think all right. The one orc drops his weapons to the south. This one smiles at you and says, so are you in charge now? How much do you pay?
We can work out something. How about you? And looks up further up the hallway to the tan orc.
Yeah, that person was running off to go get... You were trying to put her in charge?
Oh, no. Like, where are you standing down, or are you still gonna fight? Because I still got another action.
Oh, it's still one more action. No, I'd say that's... I mean...
I can do another.
She was gonna go get help.
I can attempt another demoralize it.
You still have the board to deal with, too, so I'm gonna say... Yeah, that person up there is probably... They were running off to go get help, so they're probably still running off to do that. You still have the board to deal with, technically, even though you can't attack. As soon as the spell wears out, it will try to kill you guys. That was his favorite pet pig, so I mean, it's going to fight to the last.
The loyalty, unparalleled.
So then that was
it's some pig
there. That
right.
be okay.
But I'll drop these guys out of initiative. That's good though, because they were about to go.
I'm just gonna get right next to her.
Right next to you. All right. Man, how do I? Oh, let me get that music back then. Because that pig's not giving up. Not giving up on you guys. Okay. Which are you? The Orc Rampager. You're out. Veteran is out. All right, and that's all for you, Gresham.
Yep, that's all three.
All right, Piggo comes over to its master with its actions. Kind of snuffles along the dead stump where his head used to be. His eyes go into a fury, but he can't do any hostile actions.
That's so sad.
I know, I kind of feel bad.
I mean, drop the spell, kill him, give him mercy kill.
A dying wish was to just defend his master and stole that from him.
Because even now, since he crit failed, he can't even do damage to us if we do damage.
Until the spell runs out. Yeah.
Rip.
If you guys all just want to be like, all right, mercy kill the pig, you know, we could. I mean, we don't only have to worry about the guy outside, but it's totally up to you. Like, you don't have to fight this pig if you don't want to. There are more pressing issues. Kresh, your turn.
Right.
You need a heal
Crush.
for 8 as well, Crush.
Oh, heal for 8. Oh.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you. So Crush has the dead body of Kazard over him, and his it's like it's bleeding all over. Yeah. He his as like the blood washes over him, his eyes like go wide in like in a haze.
Oh shit.
Like yeah, is it an action to push this body out? Like
No, that's just for flavor. It landed on you. I mean, you could get up. Just action, stand up.
Okay. Yeah. So he gets up. He puts like a gleeful stomp into Kazard's body, and then let's see, get rid of prone. Neat. And he looks around for anything else that needs maiming because he's Yeah, essentially that. Yeah, the shark from yeah. And yeah, he looks for anything else that needs maiming.
I mean, yeah, the pig cries out as you stomp its master. It crawls out for you to fight it in a one-on-one. No items.
Yo, one-on-one.
Destination.
Final destination. Star Fox only.
Yeah. Do I kill it? He's like breathing heavy, like he's hunched over. He's lost
Ready
his
to go.
sense. But yeah, no, I'll end my turn.
In your turn, you only stood up.
Oh, is that okay? Ooh, okay. I thought those two. Let's see. Do you want me to-
I don't remember. What else did you do?
Oh yeah, no, I
I
forgot.
mean, do you want to hold
didn't
an
know.
action to hit something if you get the go ahead?
Yeah, no, he's holding. Yeah, he's gonna hold to hit something in case anything he's dealing with.
All right. 2 actions.
Mm.
Ready for 1 action and your reaction.
Yeah.
All right, Dale. Gresham ran out there and made her proclamation. It seems like some of the orcs are standing down, but there might be one more in the hallway was still loyal to Khazard and wants to either get help or fight back. You have that pig who just saw this. This pig is done with Crash. As soon as he gets his faculties back, Crash is done. That's the vibes you're getting off this pig.
It's fucking on site.
So
Waiting to take
I
the
will move outside to see where Gresha ran off to.
Okay. To either side of you, you see the orcs who appear to be standing down. This one over here, the one that Gresha is tangled with, appears to be fighting back. Looks like they're gonna go for their axe.
I can't target that one for some reason.
Hmm.
I can target these two, but I can't click on that one for some reason. Oh, there we go. Now I can.
Okay.
Alright. I will take 2 shots at that one then.
Okay. Paired shots. Oh shit!
God.
Ooh,
Oh my fucking god!
Continuation
Oh,
from
dang.
last session. Fucking Dale not playing around.
Damn.
We ain't got time to be dealing with this shit. I done told y'all.
Yeah, this guy down here just raises his hands and was like, "How'd I stop fighting?" You're not gonna believe me, but she's actually still going, and you did not trigger her ferocity.
Crazy.
You're not gonna believe me. But go ahead and you did 47 damage. She has 48 health.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, Dale's pissed.
Look, I'm not joking. You didn't end up getting her. You didn't trigger her thing. But I think that's enough to knock sense into anyone. Do you say anything after that to like in the
Yeah,
terms
I
of
think-
surrender?
Dale will kind of, without as much as I can do without it being a full action, just kind of say like, now, don't nobody else need killing in here. You know, we got some zombies that are going to be here soon, and we need to get this place into shape before they get here. Now, we done dealt with the first part with this fella in here. He don't want to be part of the team. Now, you guys need to sit down and listen to what we got to say, and let's get this shit together. And then that'll be...
I would
turn.
listen to him.
Yeah, this one just takes that shot. She's just breathing heavy, just bowled over. There's just blood coming out of her guts, and she just drops her bow and just grimaces and leans up against the wall. And yeah, she does not continue to fight you. You still have the pig to deal with. Essentially, if you guys just want to say, "May mercy kill the pig," because it's not gonna not fight you guys for sure.
Okay. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
So what do
I
you guys
can
think?
do that.
Dinner.
Mercy kill the pig.
Okay.
Get this man to barrack.
Do I kill it?
Have at it, Krish. Put that poor hog down.
Yeah,
Sal
fresh.
just, he nods and he flash forges out a steel chair that he hands to you.
Yeah, no, Kresh is gone a Ruxy feral.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, you're gonna
and he
bite into it? Okay.
he like bites into it. He
Breaks
chomps
the thing.
down. Yeah, it is
Except you
gruesome.
keep going.
Yeah, he doesn't stop. He
Ooh,
doesn't.
okay. All right. Well, that happens. All right. And yeah, as kind of the fight comes down, and these guys are bleeding and stopping the fight. You hear from outside, obviously a commotion. There appears the orcs. You hear the sound of orcs mustering and heading towards the keep, and you hear the sounds of Ardax's guards. Um, there appears to be some kind of battle going on outside. So just to keep you guys informed of what's kind of happening outside. The reason you can hear that is this big hole in the wall down here on the upper side of the keep. But I just want to keep that in mind as you guys are looking around and doing stuff. Let me get some inspiration.
Yes, I was gonna. Oh god.
I was just gonna ask if I could pop some of the rest of my healing.
Oh, go right ahead. Does everyone want to rush back in here and get the healing?
Yep.
Okay.
How do I tell how much it's supposed to? Because last time you guys said it's more than what it used to be.
So your thing, it just rolled 3d4, and that was just for one instance of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So then it would be for another, what, 9 times?
Nine rounds. So
Yeah.
So 9
9
times
times
3, 27d4.
2074.
How many people can it heal at one time?
Anyone that's
It just says
chooses
anyone
around
that's
here?
it just says anyone's in 10
yeah,
foot, so it's
yeah,
even enemies.
Oh yeah, enemies can get healed too.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask this orc to the one I just put 2 rounds into,
Yeah.
real hot rounds into, to come
Uh-huh.
into the room and sit down on the floor
Okay.
as
All
like
right,
a
yeah,
show
you-
of good faith.
All right. Yeah, you just kind of coerce them and say, "Hey, get in here, sit down, we'll figure out what to do with you."
Yeah.
Okay. For sure. And then she can take that healing. And she still looks daggers at at you guys. Like she still doesn't like the situation, but she'll take the healing.
And apparently
Damn.
you guys get a +1 circumstance bonus to saves against emotion for the next 10 minutes.
Nice.
Against
Can I eat
emotion.
that one?
Yes.
Sal head over to Kazard's body, and by his greasy dreads, he'll pick up the head.
Oh
He'll
shit!
head over.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're doing. On his body, you also find, if you give Cursory Examine, he's got a pretty nice warhammer there. It's called a skewer maul. It's a maul with a spike on the other end. He also has a ring of keys, and you see beside his throne there appears to be a lockbox.
Lockbox. Oh shit.
Mm-hmm. So, assuming you grabbing all his stuff.
Yeah, we'll grab that. I guess he'll say, he said, Daly, you take a look at this box here.
It appears to need a key.
It looks like a lockbox. You make a key that, what are chances you think you can make a key inside that thing?
I mean, he has a ring of keys even.
I guess he'll just start running through all the keys.
Okay. Yeah,
I could try and make one, but
there's like 3 or 4 keys. You try them all. Eventually, it opens up, and give you the treasure.
Nice.
Spencer's gonna go up to Kresh and start nudging him to remind him that he had something.
Thought I took it.
68 healing.
So we can still hear the fighting outside. Like Sal wants to move kind of quickly. He's like, "Well,
Yeah.
we'll show them this, and then they'll all calm down."
Yeah, you might opt to get out there, big guy.
You do find in the lockbox as well. You do find what appear to be receipts and some kind of logbook. It looks like the Cleft Head Hold was taking some form of taxes from a place called Freedom Town, and you would know in Belkzen, Freedom Town is it's a settlement of non-orcs. It's a total hive of scum and villainy. That looks like the orcs were taking taxes from them to keep them in line. It appears that not all the money's there, and it seems like all the money kind of ended up in his personal source. So this is just even showing you how much more of a dirtbag he was before you killed him. Anyway, continue on. Sorry. Assuming you grab the money and you grab the items off him, I'll go ahead and throw it in your stash if you don't want to hold on to it. He has a +1 striking orc skewer maul, a dagger, and his ring of keys. I don't know if you want to take his armor. It's just plain leather armor.
Yeah, he's not. He sounds not the type of guy to strip bodies.
No, we're not Oblivion Skyriming it.
Yeah, we check the pockets. Maybe swap out the boots if they're looking a little bit less worn, but we're not going full on. Check what he's wearing. Check his undergarments.
Take his shoes.
Unless he got a hole in a piece of clothing, then maybe might swap his shirt.
Take his Jordan.
He does have some nice boots there. I don't know. I mean,
yeah, he takes the boot off, holds it up to his own foot.
Them Belkzen Force ones, dude.
He's like, oh yeah, these will work. Real nice here.
Yeah. Crash hasn't calmed down, so he's like clawing at the wall and like can I hide them? Can I kill them, please?
He'll put a hand on your shoulder and say, "No, let's try diplomacy first. We'll show them the severed head of their leader. That usually gets them to relax."
Well, they relax if they're dead, right?
Yeah, but that'd be a little bit more effort. And
if they see reason, they can help us with the coming fight. If not, well, either they can try their luck out there, or they can try their luck with you. How does that sound?
But Gresham,
just give it a few minutes.
I want to fight them. Like,
yeah, you hear the sounds of battle echo outside.
Yeah, we gotta get out there. Let's go. Maybe you can get.
You think you could even jump from the second story here and get down in there quicker?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I mean, I have work ferocity, but
I want to eat.
Or you could go down the stairs. I don't know. It's up to you. All right. So you loot Kazard's room. You find the keys. You grab his stuff. Did you check out any of the other rooms? Okay. We go back into the hallway. You see there was like appears to be some kind of chest shut that was knocked over. It seems to be valuable. And I think there were 2 other rooms you guys hadn't explored up here.
Yeah, I guess it's like either side of this, but I didn't see anything there. Yeah, Gresham goes to the hall.
Yeah, Gresham, as you take a look outside and you look out, you see the massive form of what appears to be a yellow-furred tiger monster. It seems to be cutting through the kind of forces that are approaching. You see the guard captain Belkzen is, he's wounded out there. He's fighting tooth and nail to keep these orcs from getting to you guys. You see Bud. Bud's laying down on the ground. He's got a massive wound in his side. He looks like he's bleeding out. You do see, unfortunately, Chalk, one of the Ardax's guards, has been felled. His blood is pooling on the ground next to a few orcs he was able to take out before. But they're just going ham out there.
Yep. Another room. Oh, there's rooms over here.
Can I see it from up here?
Yeah.
How far away are they?
I would say they're about 40, maybe 50 feet away from you at that point. You're up about 15, 20 feet. But yeah, the courtyard is chaos. It appear to be locked in brutal combat. If you guys want to, for example, Dale, if you want to start taking pot shots to help them out there, I'll take you guys back to the other map, for if you wanted to do that. If you wanted to hang out up here, but I'll just bring you guys to the other map. So it depends. Whatever you guys want to do. You guys want to run out down the stairs, or help them from up here? Up to you.
Who has the head?
I think Sal has the head.
He's got it. I guess he'll say, "Oh, you want this?" And he'll hold it out, proffer it out to you.
Yes.
Oh, can I eat it?
Oh, we need not yet.
Eat it.
We'll take the
Oh,
head.
What the hell? What the hell was that?
I think
I
we got
don't
someone's
know.
music. We got some.
What? That's not. That has the same art as the track I usually pick, but that's not the same music. What the hell?
Right? Yeah, I got to it or something.
What the fuck? Okay. What? That's crazy to me. I use that track all the time. Maybe this one's good.
Start some Belkzen K-pop.
I'm at the door downstairs, but I will wait if you guys want to come down. I feel as if maybe Grisha should exit first.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Dale, you definitely think you can do work from up here if you wanted to stay up here, but I'll drag everyone else to the other map. How's that?
Yeah, Dale will, if anything, if I feel like I can start helping out and it looks like everybody needs help, then Dale will start taking shots.
Okay, and then you guys rush out downstairs.
So Grisha from up here is actually going to take 2 actions and cast Noise Blast and just send it down to the ground as a big impact, and then just yell out, "Enough!"
Okay, well, shit. Let me bring you guys to the other map when you do that. Way cooler. All right. As you guys, the rest of you rush downstairs, you see that the guards that were in here that were watching you guys come up the stairs. They're totally gone. It seems like they went outside to go fight. And the doors are open to the keep. But your friends seem to have held the line for as long as they could. I'll bring you guys over to the Split Skull Keep map. You see that it has started to rain and there are clouds moving in. And I'll activate this. And get that war job.
Oh, secret.
You remember he helped you guys? Did you guys help him?
Yeah, we helped him. We kind of teased him for a second. That kitty almost came out.
Yeah. Well, it seems like he,
You won't.
You think maybe he had no choice. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, so I wonder if I put you up real high, Dale. Let's say you're like 20 feet up, kind of in the window up here. And then Gresha, you're also up here. Let me put you up high. And then the rest of you came out the front doors. And here you go, Roxanne, Kresh, Dale. And then yeah, go ahead with your thing, Gresha. Oh yeah, so let me describe again what you guys are seeing out there. So you guys that went through the front door, they swing open. You spill back into the courtyard. The courtyard is chaos. You see Ardax's guards are locked in brutal combat with what remains of Khazard's soldiers. The clash of steel echoes off stone. You see smoke curls up from the supply wagons. There's a bitter wind. To your right, you see Captain Balax stumbles against a wall, his armor blackened and dented, a sword clutched in a trembling hand. Blood leaks from his breastplate. He says, "Push them back! For Ardax! For Belkzen!" And see to the other side, Bud is collapsed on his side, clutching a deep wound across his ribs. His eyes catch yours. He lifts a weak hand as if trying to wave, but his arm drops back into the mud. He seems like he's still alive, but not for long, without help. You then hear kind of a howl of the wind as the kind of rain and clouds clash through the battle. Across the courtyard, you see Seagrek, one of Ardax's guards who you remembered helping out earlier, with his storm-blooded tiger form. He's no longer a guard. He's just in a full fury. He's got broad shoulders, just slashing through. Multiple arrows are sticking out of him. He hurls one of the warriors across the courtyard into a wall, and then swipes, and then just growls out, "You want this keep? Then come die for it." And he's lunging and fighting as
Oh,
best
yeah.
he can. And above, again, the clouds start churning. There's the wind that whisks by, and then the rain starts. And then beyond the walls, you hear the groaning howl of the undead horde. As you peer over from your vantage point, you see on the eastern banks, where kind of the walls the trails that you come over, you see them just creeping over the top of the hill there.
Well, it's a
All
good thing we didn't wait till tomorrow.
Yeah. All right, and then Gresha, you cast your spell, and then what is it? You proclaim, or Dale? Do you take a shot at any of these guides first, or?
Yeah, I think if there's anything I can do to stop like anybody else from dying, then like Dale will take like a couple shots at people to kind of get their attention before.
You see that you see that Sigric is pretty hurt. Whoops, I didn't even move him. He's kind of flanked by a couple guys. There's a couple dead around him. You see that there's more coming down the way. So I don't know. Maybe you take a shot at them, like a warning shot, or.
Yeah, he would just take a shot at them to try to prevent any more death.
Okay.
And then maybe get some attention while before Gresha.
Okay, so you fire a couple shots. Do you want to throw me a demoralize or intimidation?
Let me see. That's basic action.
Yeah. Or you can just go to your sheet and go to your skills and roll it from there. Either or is good.
I think I'm higher in demoralize, right? I did have intimidation, but
you should be good at that.
Oh, I gotta target somebody. I'm just gonna target one of these.
Target one of these guys.
Oh, it's too far.
30 feet.
Oh.
Sorry.
I'll bring him closer.
Try it again. Still Alright.
That's because he's up here. I'll bring him there. Hold on. There he is. This guy. Hey. Okay.
Oh, but I do have Orc headed, and I don't know if.
Oh yeah, that should have given you +1. So that would have been just enough to succeed. All right, yeah. You fire a couple shots off, and these guys that are like charging in to try and kill Sigric, kind of stop in their tracks, and they look up to see the balcony where their allies were once were the guys who were shooting. They had people in there before, and they see you there with your guns, and you spin your guns, and you shoot a couple more times to get their attention, and then there's this big cacophonous sound as Gresha sends her magic just onto the floor, just to make like a big noise.
Just the air above them.
Okay, so you're not like hitting them; you're just boom, and their head rings like a flashbang, and then they all look up.
Enough. And just looks at them to see if their attention is now turned to her.
Yeah.
Khazard is dead. He was a traitor to this region. He had you cast out your own in some false mentality that they were not worthy to be standing inside this keep. Stand down. There is a crisis that is happening to all of Belkzen. There is no need for us to fight amongst each other now.
Okay.
I was gonna scream in between like all the pauses like a hype man.
Yeah, and you just keep firing off your guns like that and that to punctuate each of her sentences. Yeah.
I'll also show Khazard's head.
Sigurd doesn't seem to stop. However, he seems to have kind of lost it. He kind of swipes at this guy. But overall, he kind of swipes this guy. They back up. He roars at them. And then all of the Khazard's soldiers seem to stand down and listen to your words.
I'll kind of show Khazard's head up to this symbol here. For those that are outside in the caravan, open the gates, let them in. We will defend this fort from the horde.
Okay.
Now.
Nice.
A little punctuation there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. They kind of lay apart their ways for you guys to let you guys go and open the gate. Seagrek still seems to be in a kind of a rage. He's like swiping everyone near him, and then he just he backs up and picks up Balax, and they all seem pretty badly hurt. Roxanne, I don't know if you want to go over there and help them out.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know if I can battle medicine everyone.
Yeah, you can battle medicine all of them. Seagrek, the Tiger Man, seems like a little wary. He seems like he's so much full of rage, and like the wind's going and the rain's pattering down. This is his curse, so it's like, he's probably gonna back away from you, but you can go ahead and heal Balax.
Yeah,
he won't get in your way. He'll just kind of back off to the side here. We need to open the gates now. Balax cries out. Let's see. All right, yeah. Do you guys head over and go?
Let's get them open then.
All right. Oh, damn! Hell yeah! Bud gives you an orcish smile.
Yeah, see, don't put dirt on that, alright? Remember? I told you?
He's like got a handful of dirt, slowly puts it down. As you walk away, he starts to reach for the dirt.
Alright, so I'll distract you guys. You guys head over to open the gates. Start running. No one seems to get in your way. Let's see.
Actually, can I just refocus for 10 minutes while everyone's trying to get everyone in, and then we can have like a big powwow of healing afterwards after I refocus? How far is the horde?
I mean, they're coming up over the hills. They're like descending down into the valley you guys came in. We need to get those gates open now, I think.
Yeah, alright.
I mean, you could go off and start refocusing if you wanted to. I think.
Yeah, I'll refocus and then battle medicine after, depending on how close the horde is,
Okay. Let's see.
Dale's gonna look at Gresha and kind of point out to all the dead, like, I think we gotta clear all these dead folks out of here. If this horde comes and they start animating some of these dead folks, we're gonna be in quite the pickle if they're already inside the fortress.
Dale, don't you worry. Wait till there's this rad thing over here. You gotta check it out.
Hell yeah, brother.
Got the perfect thing for all these bodies.
See.
And then scene cut, Tusk pushing, Sal dumps the body down, looks over, like he's dusting off his hands, and right in the pit. Usually you gotta carry them all outside of camp and dig a hole, but this one's right here. Whoever thought of this? Smartest orc.
That is pretty convenient. Can I see anything useful from up here? Like any...
Yeah, that's why I let you see before, because you're way up high. You can see over kind of the walls into kind of the structure surrounding, or like the valley surrounding this little keep at the other hills where the kind of undead hordes approaching. You actually see the caravan making their way towards the gate, and you see other people from the village, orcs, who are kind of rushing to running away from the undead.
I think we need to start getting some of these archers up on top of these rooftops and let some of these orc warriors get into the gate.
Just gonna bring you guys down. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Bud and Roxanne. We'll go down with you. Whoops. Trying to move everyone. It's a big map. Okay. Alright, so everyone, you're rushing down to the gate, or at least Balak is, and you guys are following him. As you guys approach the gate, and Balax puts a hand on it to start lifting up the big kind of latch that hangs over it, there is a piercing cry from the sky. And the wind shifts. There's a sudden shadow that cuts across the courtyard, followed by a piercing shriek that rattles the walls of the keep. Guards duck instinctively. Even the boldest among them shrink back, weapons half lowered. Overhead, a massive wyvern banks into view, its wings tearing through the rain-slick skies like blades. Atop it sits a blood-red figure, an orc with tattoos gleaming in ritual paint, hair whipped wild by the wind. She doesn't land so much as strike the earth. The wyvern slams down near the gate, claws digging into the stone, its barbed tail curling like a scorpion. The orc dismounts in one smooth motion, drawing their weapon.
All hail.
Yeah. Okay. Let me grab their art.
Really nice for our vampire companion to make himself known.
Do you just call it off into the shadows?
No, this is out of character. Just like, you know.
Hey, you have to fight him.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So, as Balax goes to lift the gate, this figure shows up and cries out, "Don't touch that gate! I will rip your hands from your foot. No one gets in." You kind of see the surrounding orcs that you kind of cowed with your proclamation. You killed Khazard. You held up the head. They all seem to shirk away from this figure, and but they begin raising arguments, saying, "Let them in!" And they start throwing rocks at this person and whatnot. But then their wyvern cries out and growls at them, and they all kind of shirk back. It seems like they're for the most part, very afraid of this.
And he said they landed on the courtyard.
They landed on the kind of over here. Sorry, I didn't read their token yet. My bad. Let's see. They're not going to appear that big because the map is fucking huge, but they're over here. Oh, whoops. Dang it. Moving the map. Okay. Does anyone say or?
Oh, okay.
Sorry. I know I talked a lot, but yeah, they're not gonna let you open the gate.
Yeah, Sal cups his mouth and he says, "We're already having boar on the menu tonight. We could add wyvern." Khazard's dead. You can fuck off back to your keep and let him know, or you can come down here, and you won't be leaving. And then we're gonna open the gate. Can I do intimidation?
I'd like to aid him because of I have a pen, and I'll just kind of toss it to the ground.
God damn, you guys! All right. They look down at the head. Well, okay. So Sal was making the check. You were aiding, so it's a +2, so it's a 30 for Sal's check. They seem to hear your words. They look at the head. Did you throw it on the ground?
Yeah.
A fool. Merely a pawn. No one can stop what is happening.
What is happening is these gates are opening up.
All right.
And you can't stop it, or you're a big Scaly chicken.
All right, and then like just for flavor, I'm just gonna gather all the orcs. They appear to have they've come to watch how this is gonna go play out. So let me just drag them over here, and yeah, we're gonna probably roll initiative. So as soon as you take a step towards the gate, Balax didn't seem to like stop and like listen to her words. Like he's still trying to open the gate, but he's wounded and it's a big fucking gate. It's hard. So yeah, let me just grab everyone. Let me see. Kind of make kind of have them be. Everyone showed up to watch. Roxanne. Hearing all this, do you continue? This would have happened way before you finished refocusing.
I would have stopped my refocusing and ran up.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Alright, there's so many.
Fix up Surrogate before you could fight.
Secret?
Yeah, well, yeah, we gotta fix him up before he could fight it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he sort of went off. He wouldn't let Roxanne heal him. I think he's like, in a way, he's like too afraid of. He doesn't trust himself.
He's in his own battle lust right now.
Yeah. And actually, you saw him go and pick up Chalk's corpse. It's kind of holding them. Yeah. All right, and then everyone seems to come over here and watch. I'm just gonna sit you guys kind of in the middle of everything because this exchange kind of happened. And then the Balax and Bud, we're going to go open the gate like that, and then this is where we'll roll initiative. Do you want to be closer back there, Roxanne, or do you want to be closer?
I'll be maybe here-ish.
Okay. All right. And as you challenge them, they smile down at you and say, "Very well. I have waited for this. Sithnik." And then she does like a loud, piercing whistle, and then the wyvern gets all riled up. It's ready to go. The why will we wyvern? And then this time, I'm not gonna forget this part. Let's do this.
Worship.
These get their own little thing. All right. Oh. Do your thing. Oh, here we go. Bam and bam. Oh, wow, it zoomed in really far. There we go. Alrighty. Alright, Sal, you're first up. Initiative has not been rolled for... Oh, Crash, you need to roll your initiative.
Oh, no, my bad. Roll. I'd like to use the hero point on that.
Okay. Sorry, there.
Much better.
All right, pretty good. All right, Crush, you're up. As the wyvern calls out. Oh, can you guys not see it? They're up on the wall, right?
We can see her. I think
I can see her, but not the
briefly
wyvern.
the
Okay.
wyvern.
What if
Oh, there
I?
it is.
Now there they are.
Okay, they're up on the top of that. They'll be moving here in a second. But Crush, you're up.
All right, and they're 30 feet up. You say?
They are 30 feet up. In their Mershek seems to be riding Zipnik at the moment.
All right, I'm going to go here. Is this 30 feet up? Is this wall 30 feet up?
That building? No, that building is only about 20 feet tall.
I see. I like to climb it.
Okay.
Climb. Do I have climb speed? Did I take climb speed? Is that a racial thing?
I mean, you're
Check.
really strong. You should be good at climbing.
Yeah, no, I just I'm looking at my. No, I don't think I took. Oh, I took the tail thing. Okay, but yeah, I'll climb. Yeah. I could have taken sticky hands.
And Gecko.
Yeah, the gecko. I could take taking gecko hands, but I was like, the tail seems really good. Like, if I get grappled, I can fed my tail. All right. Yeah, I climb with a 22. Does that climb this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can double check, but I feel like it should be. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
I hate to disappoint, but I think it's 5 feet.
Yeah, the success is 5 feet.
Yeah, climbing. It's
Oh, so here's what we could do. You just want to get on top of this thing with your turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll start using this thing. There's this thing called we can combine movement actions. Like to get around the battlefield should be way easier than doing all these checks. So basically, first thing probably be like a running jump to get up as high as you can. So go ahead and give me an athletics check for the jump part, and then at the end of that you can climb up, and we'll see if you get up top there with your whole turn.
All right.
Yeah, climbing in combat's really difficult. Yeah. Oh, awesome. All right, so I'll say with all of your actions, you can get up on top of the roof this turn.
Sick. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Like-
That's where I'll be.
Like, it's no fun for you to be sitting there for the next 2 turns trying to get on top of this thing. And yeah. All right, sorry, I was describing music. All right, Sal. Were you already wearing your armor? You put it back on? Or...
he would have kept it on.
All right.
So,
no worries.
it was good. I think I'm gonna. So it looks like he's gearing up to come in with the wyvern.
Oh yeah, it looks like they're about to dive bomb you
Yeah.
guys. Yeah.
I'm just gonna delay. I think.
Okay. Grsha. Tell me when you want to come back in.
Yeah. Probably after the wyvern, most likely.
Okay. This is wide open fucking courtyard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, there are orcs watching here. I'll put more down that have kind of formed a ring around you guys, kind of to watch how this is going to play out.
Yeah.
Bud and
So you know what?
Galax went to open the gate.
It's spread out. You know what? I'm going to spend one action to stride up to this right here. Another action. Cast shield. And then spend another action to cast just to get ready for what's about to fucking happen. Alright, that's it. 3 actions.
Alrighty. Mershek. Female orc. Let's see. With red skin and reddish hair. There's a nasty looking spear. Alright, yeah. They work in tandem. So let's see. Let's see. Okay, so first action, Wyvern's gonna take off. How much does this thing can fly? It's got 60. Alright. So it goes to right here. And Mershak's gonna lean off the side, Sal, and you see her take her massive spear and huck it at you.
Alright.
Thrown. Range penalty. That's fine.
Oh, that'll hit. Actually, he will raise shield. So he'll turn it into a non-critical hit. So he'll go up to from 22 to 24 AC.
Oh, nice. Perfect. Okay, so let me re-roll that damage then.
Okay, nice. Yeah, so it's
only
like
18.
It's going for his head, but he brings the shield up and makes sure it just hits him in the chest. You know.
All right, you just take it into the hardest part of your armor, where you put your chest plate. It sinks into your armor, and you watch as she hovers the hand, and the spear comes back to her hand.
Oh damn!
Yeah. And then okay, so that's one action for him, one action for her. All right. Let's see. She's going to see. She'll kind of lean over to the other side. It's not moving. This is just, as the wyvern's flying, it's kind of doing like a little twist, and she's getting these moves off. She's gonna look down at you, Gresha, and you see her. She's going to take out from her pouch, hanging off some bolas, and she's gonna toss them at you. It's gonna be tangled prey. So we make a hit with the bola. Range penalty. The bolas don't do any damage.
Yeah.
Or do they do? Do they do damage? Hold on.
It's a crit trip, right? That does.
Hold on. That's
sicker. It wraps around your fucking neck.
Yeah.
It's a fucking garrote, apparently.
Holy shit.
No, I guess it does do damage.
God damn. Yeah,
Dromar throws bolas and strikes a target within. But it. Okay. Yeah, they're not supposed to do damage, I don't think. 2d6 plus 8. No, I guess they do damage. Alright. And then they get to try and trip you.
Okay. Let's...
Wait, I was under the impression. Alright, so she's gonna try and trip you. This will be map. Plus 10. Alright, so yeah, they just kind of whip past you. You throw up your axe to kind of cut through them.
Alright, so if it's doing damage,
it does do damage, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Then I'll use shield to block.
But they're not. They shouldn't be 2d6 plus 6. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm gonna make sure I'm doing this right.
I know if you crit on the trip, it does 2d6 damage. Right?
Yeah, no, that's not. I don't think that's what's happening. This is just. I'm supposed to roll to hit you and then roll the trip. That's what. So I think it only does a d6. I don't know why it's doing 2d6. It shouldn't be doing 2d6. Let me just 1d6. Oh, hold on. It should do 1d6 plus 8. Okay. Well, okay. And then that's going to be doubled because it was a crit. So 28 damage.
Then I'll still block it.
Yeah, with your shield block for sure. Okay, there we go. All right, so she throws her spear at Sal. She draws some bullets. She throws them at you. She got one action left. She's gonna point down with her spear at you, Bobby.
Oh,
She's gonna say that one, and then you see we see the wyvern look Turret's eyes at you, and she's gonna try and demoralize you.
you know, take that, Dale, Bobby.
Demoralize. Where are we at? Oh, it's too far. All right, yeah, she can't do it, but she'll go ahead and point at you. Oh, so here's what's gonna happen. All right, so actually, she's not gonna demoralize you because she would know better than to do that. The wyvern is gonna use its last 2 actions to do its dive bomb on you, Mr. Dale Bobby.
Oh,
right.
shit.
All right, so 2 actions, flies up to their speed, forward and down. All right, so yeah, she flies down right next to you.
How many actions are they using? Because they move 1, attack on Sal, attack on Russia.
They both have 3 actions. It happens on their, well, they take 1 turn. They don't. She doesn't spend any actions to command her mount. They fight in unison.
Okay.
Sick.
That's the training of
that's
the
both
Wing
sick
Ripper.
and terrifying.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I mean, I could show you. In case
I believe you.
In case you think I'm.
No, I believe you. I'll
How many blues?
It's like,
Oh, no,
hold on
no.
a second.
Mershek and Zithik operate as a team, verbally coordinate their actions. Zithik has 3 actions. Mershek does not need to spend any actions to command him.
Nice.
All right, so Zithnik is gonna dive down next to you, Bobby. Maybe this was the boss the whole time. All right, and so they're gonna. You see that this wyvern dives down to you, and it's gonna try and strike you with its claws as it gets next to you. Here we go.
Is it like a ranged attack from
This
there
is
to
a
there, or is
melee.
it just a melee? Damn.
Yeah, she's
All right.
just flying down at you, and when they get next to you, then they slash you with the claws. Hey, not a crit though. 20 damage. As this wyvern dives right next to you, and then, and the claw hits as a free action, can automatically grab you. All right, so yeah, you get slashed with the claws, and you get grabbed by it.
Sick.
All right, and then with Mershek's last action, they're going to dismount and land in front of you, Sal. And that's their turn.
All right. I would like to jump back in here.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so let's change your initiative. You go right after her. 22. All right. That's their whole turn.
Yeah, the armor. He like clenches his fist, and the armor reforms in the dent where the gash probably where the spear landed. Like he'll use 1 action to re-up his armor, and then the next action, he like sends his hand out to the side, and a double axe forms in it. He's going to swing it around and try to go attack this guy.
You see Dale. Sorry, go
Okay,
ahead.
good. I was gonna say
you
it forms like it lengthens itself as he swings, so he can get the reach property.
All right. Yeah, you watch as the wyvern goes over and over. It's like slamming Dale into the ground, cutting him up.
Dang. Critical miss.
All right, she
Nice.
blocks it with her spear. She holds her
I'll
spear
just,
at you. Weak.
Ooh. He says, I'm just a little tired, okay? It's been a long day. Gotta kill a lot of people. 2 more to the pile. He's gonna third action, raise his shield.
All right, Roxanne. You watch that whole turn, and you see Dale's now underneath the griffin as it's trying to rake and tear his head off.
Oh gosh. All right, I'm going to move. Wait. 5, 10. He should be in 15 feet, right? I'm trying to get Blythe off, but I want to make sure I get everyone.
Val is 20 feet.
He's 20 feet. All right, so it was 5, 10, 15.
You could step 1 more.
Yeah, let's let's go.
Finish your stride.
Yeah,
Now they're all.
let's go here. Okay, all right, and I will cast Bless. And it'll be my turn.
Sithnik, that one next. She
Oh,
points at you
shit.
with her spear, and the wyvern looks over at you, and smashing. He's picking up Dale and smashing him into the ground over and over again.
The queue, they line up the queue, the priority list.
Okay. Nope, not me. Don't mind me. I'm not doing nothing.
All right, so just the one and a 2 action. Okay, got it. Dale, you're up.
Yeah, 2 action.
All right. Well, Dale's gonna target this here thing, and I'm just gonna put both my pistols right up against it and pull the trigger.
All right.
And then I'm actually gonna hero point that other one.
Okay.
Really?
Oh.
Really?
Oh, that's not good. Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, it's just shaking the shit out of you as you try and get your shots off on it. One shot lands, dealing 5 damage. The other shot just goes off into the courtyard.
All right, and then I'll reload, and that's my turn.
All right. As you go to reload, since this thing is grabbing onto you, we have to. It already did it for us, but essentially,
Oh, shit.
as if you're trying to do like any picking up items or do anything while you're being grabbed and like thrashed around, it's really hard to do. You're unable to get your reload off, unless you want to. You can re-roll that too if you want.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
All right, it's my turn.
All right. Fresh.
Don't worry, guys. I got the wyvern.
All right. Well, this was me. This is awkward. My plan was to jump on it, but now it's too far.
I'm sorry, dude.
Oh,
Like,
no, it's okay.
you could have just waited a little
No,
bit.
no. All right. Well,
I could be a dick and just have her fly around in her mouth the whole time, but that's not very fun for anyone. So.
Man, all right. Crush climbs down.
I'm sorry.
Alright,
The thing is, you do have to make a check for climbing, I think.
Alright, can I...
Because if you fail it, you can fall down.
Okay, that's fine.
You're good, you're good. Alright.
Let's get off the ceiling.
Okay.
Let's move over here.
Alright, second action.
I don't have any weapons. Let's see. It's 20 feet up.
Everyone's on the ground right now.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, you need to just.
And then.
Yeah, I got it.
Then let's get right here.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh wait, there's a bless effect happening. Let's do it right here.
Hold on, I just need to make sure. Huh. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. As you, wait, you moved there and you stepped there. Hold on. Just need to see. No, you're good. Okay, you can step there. You're good. All right. You feel like this thing was gonna whip its tail at you.
Oh.
It still might.
But I didn't like that elementor.
All right, Gresha.
Gresha's gonna stride up to here. Push it to the outside of the west, but
Hurry.
emergencies. No, you're good. And for main 2 actions, I'm going to attempt to cast a spell and make a strike to make a spell strike. So that this thing has
Ooh,
reactions.
love that. Yes.
Apparently, this is how it's supposed to work.
I guess
Very
so, man. It's
awkward
really
sequence
strong.
seeking.
Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna use its reaction, and it's gonna its stinger was pointed at Crash at first, but now you've stepped up. It's gonna try and sting you.
Right.
Maybe it'll just claw you. No, we want the stinger. I think Stinger's got the venom. Yeah. Here we go.
Not the vandal.
Alright, don't have that. Alright, you slide underneath it as it sails right over your head.
Alright. Then 2 actions, striking with gouging claw.
You see dripping venom come off the stinger on the tail as it lashes right over your face, and you kind of Neo Matrix dodge and right underneath it, and oof. Alright.
It's not my patented crit. See, I think it's a very high AC.
Alright. Look at that damage, though. Very good. Alright. So you bring your axe up in an explosion of arcane energy. Your axe grows and extends into serrated chains and slashes through this thing. It cries out in pain.
Let go of it.
You may have gotten their attention. Alright.
That's it. It's all 3.
Alright. Alright, let's see. Okay. Mershek's turn. Let's see. They're going to kind of flash the spear in your face, Crush, before they press it down on the ground to try and leap over you, using it as like kind of a pole arm. They're gonna try and tumble through you.
Well, tumble through me.
Yeah, through you. With their first action. Okay, so yeah, as you kind of coming up to jump on him, it just does like a backflip over your head. And it lands behind you, and then finishes your movement here, and goes on Gresha with the flank. And they're going to use their spear. And do we have anything else we need? Actually, let's see. As she does that, she like flips over Gresh. She does a whistle, and Zithnik lashes out with the stinger against you again, Gresha. Let's see. Stinger. With the flank. Alright, looks like it hits sparingly. So here's the damage, and then I need you to give me the fortitude save.
Okay. Then fort save.
Alright,
Fine.
all done. Okay. Alright, so didn't get the poison on you, so then she'll just go at you with her normal stab then. Oof. Yikes. Minimum damage! Minimum damage! Rolled a 1 on her dice. 26?
Still standing.
Yeah. Okay. All right, let's see. And then she will whip out some bolas again and throw them at you, Crash. Yeah, here we go. Tangle prey. All right, so she's really good at this. Let it change this damage. No, that'll still be a crit. Okay, sorry. I need to go in there and change it manually in a sec. Alright, so she got d6 plus 8. And double that. So it's going to be 26 damage. And a trip against you. Which is a failure. Alright, so the bolas try and wrap up around your legs, but you just flex your muscles and they just snap in half. Only dealing the damage. All right, and then she's gonna whistle at Zithnik, and Zithnik's going to fly with Bobby. All right, so use one action on you. It's going to use. Actually, no. First, it's going to. Well, it's got you off guard. It's gonna try. It's just gonna bite into you, Bobby, with its fangs. Yikes. Well.
Ooh,
God,
we critting tonight.
26 damage. Yeah, these guys are no joke. And then the last action it's gonna do. It's going to fly up with Bobby and drop him. This goes half its speed. So it goes 30 feet straight up with Bobby, and then it drops him at the end of the movement. So you're gonna fall 30 feet, and you take half that. And hold on, let me just double check. I brought these rules over on the side for myself. Hold on, falling.
It's half the travel you fall.
Have to.
So it'd be
It's you
15
taking damage. All right, so you take 15 more damage, Dale, and you land prone. And that's their turn.
What about Bouncy Goblin?
Oh, Bouncy Goblin.
Yeah, nice.
Does that
It
help
should-
any in this?
I should. What does it do again? It sounds like it should help.
It's an acrobatics thing. I don't know if it. Maybe not.
Bouncy Goblin. What?
It seemed
What
really.
does it have to do with being bouncy? Is it more
Yeah.
probably a follow-up
I think,
feat?
yeah, I think there's more
Yeah.
feats that let you, like, because that's the D12 goblin, right?
Yeah, he's the tough goblin.
Yeah, I think there's more feats for like tanking damage.
Okay. All right. So you fall.
All right.
You take 15 more damage, and you're now prone. You just take a big fall, and that's their turn. So
Oof. Okay. Let's see. She's laying down the ground. This wyvern's kind of a problem. So let's see. It's 35 feet up.
it's 30 feet up.
Okay.
Oh,
For him, it's 35.
I don't know how it's working.
Oh.
It should be taking persistent bleed damage as well. But I don't
Oh
think-
right, because it's not actually in the con turn. Okay, yeah, I'll
Yeah.
do that manually. What was the bleed damage?
4 bleed damage, and I think it's a DC 15 flat check.
Okay. Let me. I'll add them to the initiative just so that happens. I'll just put them at the same initiative. It just technically they take one turn. But let me put them at 23 too. Okay. All right, then let me go back, and so it'll do it for me. There you go, 4 damage, and it fails the recovery check, and we're good. All right. Sorry, Sal, go ahead.
Alright, he's just gonna take aim at this wyvern and try to draw its attention maybe. So first two things first, he's gonna try to demoralize it. So he'll shout up to this creature. He'll say, "Hey, ugly, get down here so I can skin you." We'll do a
It's just a big growl.
demoralize. So let's see, where's that action at? Demoralize. Intimidating glare. Oh, it's too far. Okay, so first things first, I gotta move. I gotta be 30 feet, I think.
Oh, right.
Move.
Okay,
right
yeah, I
below
mean,
it. Yeah, so now it's 30 feet, so now it should
yeah,
work.
it definitely should work now. If it doesn't, I'll move it down because, yeah. All right, it is frightened.
Yeah, I should have had my intimidating prowess on there if that matters. 32.
32. Man, if we were playing a game where we had the +1s, maybe I should start doing that. It is successful. It's nearly a crit.
Okay. All right, so he shoots. Yeah, so he tries to intimidate it, gives it the frame, and then yeah, now we're gonna chuck a form the javelin. He'll chuck it up at him.
Okay.
Weapon infusion, propulsive, one action, toss. Miss goes past him.
All right.
That's all I got.
Okay, Roxanne.
Yeah.
You watch this thing take off with Dale and just drop him, and it looks like it's going for you next.
Okay, I would like to 2-action heal Gresha.
Nice.
God,
Nice.
Okay, and then I will Doctor's Visitation Dale.
Yeah, Dale has fallen, just face planted in the fucking stone cobbles here. He's not looked good.
Don't worry, darling. I'm not grabbed no more.
Don't you go dying on me. And we'll try and heal him up. Oh gosh, I'm scared. I don't know if I should do expert or... Let's try it. I'm gonna reroll that.
Oh, natural 2040 healing for the lucky goblin on the ground.
that's healing for her man.
Plus extra 45 because he's a robust, healthy goblin. That's very good healing. It's very good.
And that'll be
All
my
right.
turn as I look up at that wyvern.
All right, Dale. It's like you just ate your spinach.
So Dale's gonna first action reload.
Yeah, he's not holding on to you anymore, so you're good.
Nope. And then, other than I'm off guard, do I suffer any other penalties? Since I'm
No,
laying
you
down.
just took a -2.
All right.
But I
Dale's
don't know.
just gonna
You're
take-
shooting straight up into the sky. I don't know.
Yeah, Dale's just gonna take 2 shots at the wyvern.
All right, paired shots. Let's see it. All right, one hits, one misses.
And that's my turn.
All right, Crush, you're up.
Top of the
Alright.
rounds, you guys cool if we spend a Orcspiration?
Orcspiration?
Get a war cry
Orcs.
going.
Battle cry?
Yeah.
Eh?
Sure.
Or do you save it to not die?
I feel like that's probably good for a at least one round.
What does it do again? I'm
So it
down
gives
for
you guys
whatever.
some temp HP and +1s for the round.
Strikes,
pretty much
damage,
everything.
and saving
Oh,
throws
yeah.
for that round.
All right, this is your round then. You let out an orcish war cry. You see that the surrounding orcs also kind of join in a little bit. And yeah, let me just drag that on everybody. Oosh, oosh. Little temp HP. All right. You guys got it. One round.
Crush is gonna go up here. He's gonna grab the
It's
dragon.
30 feet in the air.
30 feet in the air? Man.
Yeah, it flew up and then dropped Dale from on high. It looks like it's about to dive back down.
Can I jump that high?
No.
No.
I don't think there's any roll you can make that would let you jump 30 feet in the air. Yeah.
Alright, then this one is going to town.
Step over. Alrighty.
The grapple. I just drag grapple to my macro bar. Save some clicks. I'll reroll that. Yeah, that's my last hero point for the day.
She butts you in the face with her spear.
Alright, and then... So we'll try again.
It's gonna be tough with
Yeah.
map.
I hear that.
You could recall knowledge and see what's going on. I mean, she's done most of her cool things already.
Yeah, I'll just try it again.
Alrighty.
Alright. Let's see how my turn.
Okay, Gresha. Fully healed up from... Nearly healed up with Roxanne's magic. The wyvern circling above you guys. I put it back with the girl's orc cry. And this powerful foe standing in front of you, spear ready.
Gresha would like to swipe and keep that thing from being a pest, but alright, I'm looking with the person in front. One action to step so that I'm flanking with Crush.
Alright, you slide.
Yeah. I'll spend one focus point for Force Fang on her.
Okay.
So that's looking at auto hits and heal. Let's roll 10 force damage on it.
Alright.
Alright, that recharges my spell strike, but I'll be happy for another turn. And we're just gonna take a regular strike at her with the axe.
Alright, solid hit. Oh, nearly a crit. Alright, 14 damage, you cut into her.
Alright, that's all three.
Alright.
That force thing and swipe.
Okay, her turn. She lets out her own orcish battle cry, and the wyvern mirrors her cry, and they're going to, let's see, first thing she's gonna tumble through you. We'll attempt to. Targeting Gresha. Alright, pretty good. She does the same thing. She kind of bats you on the side. Before you know it, she's behind you again. And then, as she does her little backfield maneuver, she's gonna try and throw some bolas at Kresh. Let's see, we'll do the Tangle Prey. Alright, these are for Kresh, see if we hit. Alright, ignore that damage. 6 plus 8. Alright, so 13 damage Kresh, and then she's gonna try and trip you. Let's see. Select her, target you. Trip. Alright, so this time the bolas swing around your feet and knock you prone. And she did this maneuver as she was jumping over Gresha. She pulled out these things, hit you with them, and then she's going to bring her spear down on Gresha for her last action at map. Here we go. 14. Alright, it's a hit. For 16 damage on Gresha. Alright, and then Zithnik. Seemingly was going to dive bomb Roxanne. However, this orc underneath it pissed it off, so it's going to wheel around and dive straight down towards you. So, let's see. Actually, hold on. I think it needs to fly first. It's frightened. Let's see. Okay. They must move at least forward at least 20 feet. Okay, so I can't do this maneuver without some momentum. So first thing it's going to do, first action, it's going to kind of circle around in the air, come back around, and then it's going to dive bomb towards you, Sal.
Let them come.
All right, it's gonna land over on top of you. It's gonna try and strike you with its claws. Let's see, powerful dive, claw strike. Yep, here we go. Just barely hits. All right, claw strike, and if the claw hits as a free action, Wyvern can either grab or knock the target prone. I think it's gonna knock you prone as it falls into you, claws you onto the ground, and that's gonna be its turn. It's gonna bleed. Try and recover from that. It rolled a 1, and it's still bleeding. Sal, you're up. You just got the wind knocked out of you as this giant animal landed on top of you.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, my bad. I didn't think.
We have there's a line of prone people here. Hold on, I need to take a picture of this. That's funny. You just lined up like little sausages.
They're on the lane.
Let's see. Okay, so she's on Gresha. Alright, I'm just gonna turn, and the wyvern is right above the ground right now.
Yeah, it's on the ground. 0, it's not flying.
Alright, I'm gonna try to just whack it, I guess. I didn't think we just gotta put some damage on it. Weapon infusion, 2 action. Oh, nice.
Baby!
That was a 2 action.
Damn, you didn't even stand up.
Yeah, from the
Still
floor.
crit.
Just shoves it into its gut.
Oh!
So he just, holy shit. So yeah, he
Holy
just,
fuck!
just like grabs a hold of the
my
underbelly
gosh.
scales, and then he just like forces, like you see his armor start to wane as he just forces like spiky metal into its back, and just like erupts out the back of the creature.
Oh my gosh, yeah. There's a horrible cry in this thing. Rashek turns in horror as you almost eviscerate her lifelong companion.
And then and then we're gonna raise shield.
When we bring in their
Then you
pets,
hide
too.
behind your shield on the ground.
He's turtling up.
Very good. All right, Roxanne.
That's all I got.
Just a massive amount of blood goes everywhere.
Yeah. Oh,
There we go. Let me add some more blood. There we go.
geez.
There we go.
Okay. If I shoot a spell at her, she's gonna get cover from Grish and
Shove a +1.
Grish.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'll just electric arc the wyvern.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh wait, oh yeah. Is he 15?
So I think if hold on, let me
It
target
shows he's
both of
15
them.
feet away.
Yeah, no, you're good. I just need the save. Go ahead and cast the spell.
Oh, sorry.
There you go. Okay, here we go. Perfect. All right, so roll for them. All right, so he made it, and then let me roll for her. Update targets. And okay, and then he succeeded. Let's see about her. I think she'll be good. All right, so they both succeeded, so half damage.
Okay.
Oh, I'll take the one you rolled before because that was more damage.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Let me just heal that back real quick. All right, half and half. Oh! The wyvern. How do you finish it, Roxanne?
The electricity is going to like coil around it and then kind of vice grip it and squeeze the life out of it as I look down at Dale and tell her, "Don't you ever touch my man again."
Aw, awesome. All right, yeah, you just see it starts getting zapped. Electricity courses through it. The rain kind of patters down. You see the flashes of its skeleton inside. Flashes black, and it falls over onto the ground, dead.
And then I will, I'll sustain the bless so that way it can get a little bit bigger just in case you all want to move a little bit farther away from me to get to her.
I think I'm good where I am.
How do I extend it? Like, how would I extend it? I'm sorry.
So if you see on the top right, you see a bunch of effects.
Mhm.
You see the little box with Aura Blast. Left click that one.
Oh, left click. Okay. Yes.
Cool.
Thank you very much. All right, and that is my turn.
Alrighty, Dale.
Dale's gonna lay here for a second. He's just gonna think about everything that's happened. He's like, I'm so in love, man. He's gonna stand up. He's gonna like put his hand on Sal's shield, kind of get himself out of prone.
Yeah, Sal's still hiding by the shield. Doesn't even know the creature's dead yet. Nope.
He's still just stabbing it. He's got one arm with a shield and one arm just stabbing it. He's like, God damn, these things get harder and harder to kill.
And then I will, let's see, I'm gonna target Mershik.
Okay.
Alright, if I can. I can't target her. Come on.
Maybe zoom in a little closer. I think Smash has a little trouble because it's so big. Maybe?
Yeah, it's like, it allows me to
I think there's
Just
like a little
scroll
bit of like a weird non-select
occasionally.
area right underneath the turn order at the top of the screen. So like
Oh, yeah,
tokens
it's-
like kind of sitting like underneath that. You can't like.
Oh
see
yeah,
that
you're
stuff.
right, you're right. Okay, I got it. Alright.
Yeah.
As the horrible wyvern is felled, other surrounding orcs get a lot more confidence. They cheer you guys on.
And I will dual action Ring of the Ram.
Her? Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. You stand up first? Okay. So two
Yeah, so
action?
one action, stand up, 2 action, Ring of the Ram.
Alrighty. Here we go. Critical success, so they take no damage. So you send
That's
this
her turn.
chimeric ghost out and kind of blasts her in the chest, and she just dissipates it. She cries out in rage at her fallen companion.
Yeah, that's your turn.
You will all die! Alright, Crash.
Alright. Crush is gonna stand. He's like, I'm not like tied up, and I can.
No.
stand up,
It
right?
just knocks you down. You
Okay.
break him off, get him off your feet, and you stand up.
Alright, 1, 2, 3 to grab.
Oh. Alright, you got her.
Alright, it's into my turn.
Alrighty. Crash appears out of nowhere and tackles her.
All right. Gonna make use of his handiwork.
Oh,
One
here we go.
action to move to the other side. Just in case. And we're gonna do spell right. Get rid of this lady.
Oh,
There we
off
go.
guard. Let's see it. Holy fuck. Here we go. That's not even all of it. There's the rest of it. Alright, you just cleave into her back. She cries out in pain.
You picked the wrong side. Should have sided with Belkzen, not whatever bullshit you're doing. That's it.
Alright. Alright. Let's see. Grabbed, bleeding, took a lot of damage. Yeah. She's gonna whirl around on you, Gresha, and try and stab you after that massive hit you just gave her. And it's gonna be an intimidating strike. Alright, here we go.
For that.
Yeah. Minimum damage again.
Alright.
Alright, but you're now frightened 2 because of the frightening strike. Alright, and then, yeah, she'll just swirl around with the butt end and try and get you with that too. Try and fell you. Or she works on the rest of your companions. Alright, so go for a map. And miss. That's bad. Alright, that's her turn. She bleeds. Alright, Sal, you're up.
Alright.
You see the shadow underneath your shield. You watch as the shadow falls upon you. But then it never gets you.
Alright, he's gonna climb out from under the wyvern, pull himself to his feet. That'll be
Alright,
Fire
still
an
on
action.
flying. There we go. It's dead.
He dusts himself off. He's like, "Oh, okay, piece of cake." And he's gonna look over and see this lady on the ground. Alright. I guess he'll move to here. Actually, he'll just chuck a javelin over her. We'll do a reach.
Alright, off guard.
Ooh, it goes wide. But that's all I got. So yeah, I just stood up, did a 2-action toss.
Alright. Roxanne.
Roxanne would like to snap my fingers and I'll point my finger guns at this evildoer and I will cast ignition on it.
Oh shit!
Just cantrip. Did I target? I don't think I targeted it. I'm sorry.
No, you did. Just do the attack roll now. Oof.
Oh.
Barely missed
I am not gonna re-roll that. We'll just we'll keep my bless going and we'll make it massive. Oops.
All
Not
right.
that way. This way.
Oh, even some of the orcs.
Yep.
They're getting hyped up.
Just in case, you never know. Something else might happen.
Mm-hmm. Dale.
Alright,
Dust himself off.
Dale's gonna dust himself off real quick, and then he's gonna rake his pistols across his chest and reload both of them for his first action. And then he's gonna target her and just send both of them.
Let her
Look
rip.
down at his guns and say, "Don't disappoint me." But they're
Oh,
gonna
no.
disappoint him.
No. All right.
Dale's just gonna seep, like
You look
just
down and see a little
sob.
blood inside
It's like,
Jezebel.
ah, bless it. He's just gonna bang them together and knock the dirt out of them.
All right. Fresh.
All right. That's all right. She's still grabs. Everything's looking up. Everything's looking up. Millhouse. Everything's all right. He goes for the suplex. All right.
the orcs go crazy when you do this. They've never seen these kinds of moves before. Oh damn!
Nice.
Critical hit because of the off guard.
All right.
And gives her the tombstone.
It's like
I got you, yes.
Alright. Alright, she falls prone, is no longer grabbed, but is still going as you suplex them into the ground.
All right, and then
If ever we needed a steel chair right now, this would be the moment.
yeah, I know. Oh wait, I have 2 more. I don't have. It's unfortunate. I don't have ways to like push damage, but I can just I can stomp on her again. Yeah. Just
I mean, yeah, you did 34 damage. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah. All right. He goes for the stomp.
Oh man! All right. It's off guard still, so you get you out of your sneak attack. How do you finish? Oh, sorry. They're an orc. Bet you didn't see this coming. They're at 1 health.
Sorry. Oh wait, there was the. I'm sorry. For the suplex does a critical. There's another 2d6 on top of it. Did it?
Oh. 12. I mean, I don't think the 12 would have knocked her down far enough. I mean, you can roll it. Yeah, go and roll 2d6. It wouldn't be doubled, though. It gets added on top of everything. Yeah, that wouldn't have been enough. So we're still in the same position.
Okay.
She would have used the orc on this hit.
Okay.
She got 1 health left.
All right.
Give 1 more action.
All right, and just does it again.
But she is stupefied, I think. If it hits, yeah, they're stupefied 1. Well done, sir. How do you finish her off? What is this?
Yeah.
Is this another head stomp or?
It's another head stomp. It's another.
Oh my god!
Yeah, no, this is the Isaac Clarke steppers. The Isaac.
Oh jeez, the steppers.
Yeah, as he. Yeah, he's still in his like bloodlusted haze as he picks her up by the throat and
Slams
just
her
throws
down.
her to the ground and then just goes in for like 2 very heavy stomps.
Is there a twist at the end?
No, there's more stomping.
Oh, it just keeps stomping. Okay, so it is the Isaac Clarke.
The
Screaming. All right, yeah, the orcs go from "Yeah, we love this" to "Is that guy okay?" No, but
just
no,
hear the cracking
they don't
of
do
stone
that.
as
They
there's
love
just
it.
There's just a crater forming as he's just stomping more and more.
The Wing Rippers no more. Actually, technically, it would be non-lethal. That it actually told me to put her unconscious there, but I'm assuming you're going lethal, and I don't think it matters because you rolled a natural 20 anyway. So,
okay.
I'm assuming you're trying to kill her.
Yeah, he's trying to.
Okay,
kill
then
her.
she's fucking dead.
Unless anyone objects, then I'll trying to kill her.
No, that's fine. I mean, I don't care.
No.
Okay.
You do it.
All right. And as the kind of the orcs kind of simmer down after the amazing show they just witnessed, Balax and Bud finally have enough time, and they go and they use both their shoulders. And in fact, this guy helps them out as they lift up the gate. And
Thresher will just look at the crowd assembled and be like, "Get those people inside," and just fall to their knees.
all right.
Can I sit down and refocus, please?
You don't want to help the new people coming in? Okay. Anyway, as the final blow lands and Mershek and their wyvern is felled, the Bud and Balax and some of the other orcs go up and they heave the lock on the gate open. And you see as the caravan crests the final rise into the thing, as along with numerous just Ostergard villagers kind of all pouring in. You see dozens of exhausted figures just stumble through the gates. You see wagons that sag under the weight of the thing. The last of the pack animals, half starved, trembling. You see Devore and Kestrel and let's see, who else is out there? Mauga's still out there, and just behind him, you watch the horde of dead. The black tide of bone and rot shuffles forward, eyes glinting, jaws snapping. The twisted remnants of those who once were. Inside the gates, the orcs and the new refugees rally. They shout for their families. They wave their torches. Let's see. Caravan surges forward into the king. Let's see. Some of the undead have pouring through the gate as they come chopping through. You see Mauga wields a big great axe and chops one of them in half. One by one, the survivors pour through, dragging their friends. Does anyone else want to run up or do anything as this kind of like as they're coming in? The undead horde is right behind him.
Oh shit! Okay.
What do you do, Sal?
He's gonna try and push out and make sure he gets eyes on Grothan and Carr.
Okay, yeah, you see them. They're riding in the caravan. Grothan seems a bit wounded, but Carr seems just fine, just scared.
Yeah, he's gonna
rush over to the gate, get him out of the wagon.
Yeah, he'll start sending out like spiky, like trying to make sure he can get through, make sure the crowd avoids him. Like he pushes spikes out of his armor so that they avoid him going past, and then he'll push back to that caravan. And
all right, so you run up to the front and start just knocking the horde back so they can close the gates. Dale, what do you do? As everything's just kind of pouring in, and you still have that adrenaline going.
I'm gonna try to start positioning people and try to get like the archers on top of the roof and get some of these other orcs lined up at the gate to start supporting the people coming in.
All right, yeah, you gather like you, and they follow you. You get up to the top, you start shooting off. They start shooting their arrows. You see let's see, the hunter orc sisters, Hein and Rask and Janeth are all up there with you. You're all just pouring firepower down into the horde as it tries to get in while you guys are closing the gate. Kresh, still in your battle rage, stomping the shit out of this corpse. Do you stop or you just keep going? Kresh?
Muted, my bad. When Kresh is done, when the fight's died down and he's still in a haze that he's not used to. He like looks around and like see if anyone else like wants to fight, like even, and they're all like, he's.
No, it already seems forgotten. Like you see people rushing towards the gate to help these people get in.
Yeah, he takes deep breaths as he looks down. It's like he's trying to. He looks confused. Yeah.
You even catch some of the faces out there running. Maybe they're a little afraid of you.
Yeah, as he.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, he looks at his hands and his feet. He tries to get a hold of himself.
The rain pours down around you.
And it's like, all right. He looks at anybody. It's like, what do you need? As he tries to pick things up and bring them in.
Okay, yeah. You just help wagons through, help animals move, head over, and then head over to the gate to fight back some of the zombies that have made it through.
He's just gonna bring people in.
Yeah, let me get some tokens on here. Oh wait, that's too small. Did I make them big? Where are they? Sorry, continue.
Oh yeah, no, that's what he does. He just kind of brings everybody in and he drags wagons in that look kind of heavy, that are being brought in too slow. That's the kind of stuff.
Just like get a bunch of these guys trying to get in. All right, Roxanne. How do you help in this moment? Or you just try and refocus? Every time you settle.
Yeah. She'll just be trying to refocus and then just look up and be like, son of a bitch. All right, and then I'll run towards the gate. Are we still kind of like in a
no? It's just kind of a narrative. I'm just asking like what's going on is like they're letting these people in. The survivors are getting through, but there's still like a certain amount of these undead that are pouring through and attacking everyone. Everyone's just trying to get to safety. It's a mad scramble.
Yeah, she'll try and just sustain her bless for as long as the duration allows to get like whoever's in the area to defend and attack the oncoming horde. So she would like pulse it out again. Boom.
Okay. All right. And as the rest of the survivors come in, the mud sprays, the wheels break, hands reach. There are screams of these horrible creatures that are trying to claw their way in. And then as the last wagon rattles through, just people screaming, "Close it! Close it!" As the more of them come through, like chop them up. And then with a slam and a scream of iron, the gate closes just in time. And the thud echoes through the stone as you hear more slams against the outer doors as they're trying to bash their way in. And inside the keep, finally, shaky breaths, tears, sobs of relief, and the sound of the lock bar sliding into pace. And you guys have successfully infiltrated the keep. Broke down the inner workings of what was going on inside, and
Hell yeah.
yeah, I'll take you back to the dashboard for what happens next. But if there's anything you want to do immediately, let me know.
Wants to drop his armor and hug his wife and kid, or quote unquote wife.
Yeah, they bring you to a hug. You see that she's still got like a wound. Here we go. Bring you back to the dashboard. Things start to calm down. And you're just left with the ceaseless banging against the outer walls. They try and scrabble up the stone, but they can't. It's just too big. There's just this. I'm gonna get a. All right, so the caravan's inside, safety with everyone, and you just see, as you look over at the walls, you see just the horde just all around the keep. There's just a massive amount of undead creatures trying to claw their way in. But you guys are safe. Whoops, hold on. You guys are safely inside.
Safely inside, like sardines in a can. Bro.
Let me just kind of vary these guys up a bit.
How high are the walls?
They're a good 20 feet tall. You see, like the edges, like on the map, they're like little towers. Those are 30 feet up. That's where she was standing on originally. So kind of got the towers, the little tiny, where you kind of walk across the wall, and the little guardhouses, whatnot, posts.
All right. Russia was gonna go up to the top to kind of see what the situation was down below, and
oh, you see it. It's just a massive swarm. There are hundreds surrounding the keep.
Yeah, I think for a last gasp of energy and whatever blood I still have remaining in my body, Russia's just gonna drop a spell right on top of them, but holding it for a couple of seconds before boom.
Okay.
For 2 rounds and 6 actions, 60-foot cone.
Oh shit! Is this elemental annihilation wave? What the fuck?
Sick.
I love the naming in Pathfinder. What the hell is this? Okay.
Right?
A 60-foot cone? Okay, so what does this look like? Fire, swirling colors, utter destruction.
Yeah, so like a lot of the magical energy, Gresha kind of just starts lighting up, gathering all the, I don't even know if it's like the weave in Pathfinder, whatever equates for the weave. Just gathers up as much magical energy into into their hands, and then kind of just letting it out, just rains it down onto just like big cone on it to as many as possible.
Okay. I go ahead and roll it, sure.
I think it's twice. Let's see.
2 rounds. You spend 3 actions, spend another 3 actions. You can empower the cone. but the area is... Oh, this is how you get the 60-foot cone for 1 round. And then it also gives you the effective gusts of wind. So there's this big blast of fire, and I guess it would be kind of a swirling, almost necrotic energy that comes from you. And you just knock... Because there's like a narrow pathway that comes up to like the main front gate, so you just knock them all off there. They come rolling down the sides of the hills. But surely enough, just a few minutes after you do that, the swarm is replaced by more.
Yeah.
It feels...
That last bit of energy, Gresha kind of just collapses onto the ground.
Ooh, badass.
All right.
Crashes in a barbarian fury.
Yeah. No. Sort of. He does not look well. He's definitely just on a killing spree today.
Well, you can definitely work out some of that anger.
Is it okay? Am I okay? Like he looks to everyone like as like out of genuine concern. But what is next? Red.
What's it?
I say, what's next to do? We have
What's next?
Yeah. Or did sorry if I missed something like a skill challenge or
No.
Okay, all right.
You guys have succeeded.
Very cool.
You got everyone inside just in the nick of time. Killed off all the leaders. I mean, I guess when you do search the corpse of Mershek, assuming you do, you find some documents and letters. Let me give those to you. Let's see. As you kind of yeah, so as everything kind of calms down, as the kind of undead continue to mercilessly beat up against the walls, but it seems to be holding firm for now. You guys did plug up that hole on the side of the wall when you guys entered, right?
I think Crush replaced the grate. Yeah, we probably should go
yeah.
do that.
All right, just checking. I think you guys did. I'm just keeping on your toes. Yeah, Balak's the captain. Eventually approaches you guys, and that was a hard fought battle. I think we're safe for now. Now we just need to hold out until Ardax arrives.
Okay, well done keeping it down out here while we dealt with the head of the beast.
I must go mourn my fellow guard captain. We should do watches, rotations, making sure we hold the gate. Eventually, yeah, also, it shows up probably about an hour later, after things have calmed down. Seagrex shows up, and he's not in his were-tiger form.
Could I have
He's just wearing a loincloth, though. Most of his armor appears to have been shed when he transformed. Where is Seagrex? Oh, because I'm looking at the wrong thing. Oh no, he's down there on the map. Okay, so we're good. He's down there. Oh yeah, Chalk's dead though, unfortunately. Oof. Okay, I'll move him. Bud also, congratulates you on your hard-fought victory. He's worried
Yeah.
that about the massive horde of zombies that we find ourselves trapped.
Sal claps him on the back, says, "Oh, don't worry, just make sure you don't fall off the wall."
Are we sure they can't get in?
Positive.
What about that hole?
Oh, the hole. That's
It's definitely plugged up.
oh no, we got that plugged up real good. But now that you mention it, let's go have a second look.
Let's go put a board on top of it.
Yeah, that's
Couple
not
boards.
going anywhere. A couple of straps. Yeah, so
you guys
we'll
make
head
some kind
over.
of plug on the hole.
He'll just take loose metal. I think maybe like some slag from the forges and stuff.
Oh yeah, no,
Lump it up.
so remember that guy that was locked up in the gibbet?
Oh yeah, he'll dismantle the gibbets.
Yeah, tear it apart and then just like
Yeah, and then
shape
make
it over
like
the hole.
Yeah, cage it up. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, just like thinking on your feet as like, God, we can't let these guys get in because there's too many of them. We don't have enough fighters to take on this whole horde. You just kind of go around the keep, kind of making sure they plug up all the holes, making sure they can't get in. You see, there's some sections where they start climbing on top of each other to kind of scale the wall, and you guys call out, and people will come over and they just kind of knock them off each other, so they can't reach the top. But yeah, let's see.
During this time, could I have
you refocused? Yes.
And abused my garden of healing?
To heal people up? Sure.
Yeah, to at least, I mean, so it's not, I mean, definitely my party, but then I would also want to heal.
Yeah, there's so many.
The guards. At the very
soldiers
least.
that they were fighting you, and then there were more than the people that got caught up in the horde as they were in the caravan and making their way over. For the most part, you see lots of familiar faces.
Yeah. And then, if possible, refocus after that.
Yes,
I don't know.
You may do this. You may use your healing. A lot of the orcs kind of, they see this as the spiritual magic, so they're very trusting of it. Many orcs are very superstitious of magic. There's even a whole feat tree where you disbelieve it and it doesn't hurt you. But yeah, eventually you coax them into, being you helping them, and yeah, you can heal up as many people as you can.
Yeah, don't touch that dirt. Come on, what are you guys doing? What do they teach y'all here in Belkzen? I mean, I'm amazed you guys survive with dirt and try and kill.
The trick is having a whole lot of kids.
Yeah, you have to roll. Everyone can just like heal up to full, because I feel like that's gonna be mostly people's health bars at this point. I think nobody even has 68 health, do they? Oh yeah. So Gresha, you're fully healed up, but obviously
someone would have to drag Gresha over. They collapse.
Superficially, yeah, your wounds are closed, but
yeah,
I imagine everyone is just utterly exhausted from this whole scenario, and it's not gonna get any better anytime soon.
I'm pretty tapped, you guys. I'm very tapped on what I can do. I would not be opposed to those healer gloves because that was very scary.
Yeah, I mean, go for it. Sal's planning on once he's secured the gates and that hole, probably go up on the walls and just. He's not the most perceptive fellow, but he'll keep an eye on things, I guess, best he can.
Yeah.
Are there any merchants in here so I can reset my planner for next time?
There are none.
There's none? Okay.
There's no full on mercantile here, and you just have like it's mostly weapons. There are sub supplies. You have Barrick, the cook. He gets to work making using what supplies he can to give everyone a nice meal for tonight. As you guys, there is a little bit of a celebration, obviously, for what you've done here, but it's overshadowed by the fact that it seems like you guys are trapped here for the most part.
Did we still
I'll
have
give-
the-
I'll
And
give him my
anyone
garlic.
too keen on to opening the gates and trying to go anywhere. But sorry, go ahead.
Did we still
Once you
have
said
those
something.
2 human merchants with us?
Yes.
On the golden wheel?
Yeah, Korai and Orion. Yeah, they're still here. Along with there's some other merchants and such. But a lot of their cargo is, they're not like full on shops ready to serve you.
Right.
But like many of because like when you're in that mad scramble at the Torrent Moon in the first place, like make sure only grab what you need, and that's yeah. Yeah, but they're still around,
Yeah,
and yeah, you still have that
wine,
favor
half the
from Karai. That's why I put her on the map, so you remember you guys still have that favor, that one item, any item you want.
Oh man.
So I think that's what you were talking about.
Oh, you want to use for the healer
about
gloves?
For the healer gloves?
I don't
Is that
know.
it?
I don't know if you guys want to or not, or if you guys have any ideas
Well,
of what else we can
wait on
get.
it now, because when you bring this
Yeah.
up, it's like I don't have access to my
Yeah.
my supply lines here. As soon as we get out of this mess, we could talk on it. But yes, absolutely. If that is the item you acquire, it will be yours. Once we get out of this mess.
We can vote on it. I don't want to take it and then somebody else wants something. But I will give my garlic to the chef.
Okay.
Bring a little bit more flavor to the food because we need it.
You are an angel. This will be my finest meal yet. I won't sugarcoat it for you though. We are quite low in supplies. There are far too many mouths to feed here.
Yeah, no, it's tough, but maybe a little bit of extra flavor will help heal
Raise their
everyone's.
spirits.
Yeah, food has healing properties, I think.
Oh, you are speaking his language. All right, yeah. You give out the rest of your garlic. I'm sure there's someone in the shadows who is happy about that.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, this is good. Let's see.
Where's Pork? Pork okay?
Oh yeah, he's trundling around. He's looking for truffles.
Oh.
Looking for truffles.
Yeah. Yeah, he seems to be doing just fine.
Oh, we have the meat from the other boar. That's good food, right?
Yeah.
It is. It's a hero's death.
True. Hold on. Zombie attacking door.
Zombie attacking door.
Oh my gosh,
There we go,
that's
that's
so
good.
scary.
So it's just that all through the night.
Perfect.
Immersion.
Yeah, that's
Immersed.
pretty good.
Here, I'll turn it down just a little bit. You guys are probably right next to the door, but the people who are getting up in shifts to kind of hold the door closed. That's what
Like
they
when
hear.
you get to pay your rent on your hut, and the landlord's out there all night. Like, or
Really takes me back. He's got that sinus infection going on. What are we doing shifts?
Yeah. I
Okay,
imagine
look.
you guys are the.
Oh man.
At least- I mean, you guys don't have to like parse it out normally, but assuming if that's what you're telling me your character's like focusing on, is making sure zombies don't get in, or
Yeah.
the undead, the ghouls, absolutely. So I'll just
Sal's
kick that. That's what Sal's focusing on. Roxanne, you're going around healing people, helping with the
Yep.
food. Dale,
I have more people that are focusing on keeping the zombies out.
Yeah,
Is
Adele did the same thing.
same thing. All right.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Somebody that's got higher than a +0 whiz is what I'm looking for. Yeah.
Dale will go around and start looking at some of like the buildings and stuff like that. If anything's like destroyed or dilapidated, he'll just start grabbing wood and stuff like that to start fortifying any of the openings
okay, yeah,
or the gate
yeah.
and stuff.
Sure. Yeah, they tear down a few of the buildings they aren't using. Just pile it up, secure the gate, lock themselves in tighter. You wish you had more bullets, Dale. You wish you had more bullets.
Wish.
As you're looking out of the small ocean of undead. It's not an ocean, but there's a lot.
Yeah. Is there
It's
any
like
like
60 feet out in every direction is just filled with undead.
oh, never mind.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. Yeah, I was just thinking about is there any like oil or anything like that or around the area that's not in use? Anything?
Yeah, you can go through supplies and find what's your plan?
Dale just want to try to dump some stuff over the front of the gate just to try to make it a little bit more difficult for them to beat on the gate as much.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Light it on fire?
Maybe not light it on fire since the gate's made of wood. But
it's like slippery? Okay.
yeah, just so it's slippery and it prevents them from stacking up and stuff all over the gate.
Okay, yeah, good idea. All right, for sure. So that's just part of your focusing on the defenses. All right.
Yeah.
Gresha, just resting for now after the many encounters you went through.
I think it's more ensuring safety in this shitty situation. So it's going to be helping out Dale and Sal. Probably more on what we can barricade the gate with.
Okay.
That's what they'll
Yeah, from those working on that, go ahead and give me just some general crafting checks. I think I'll take to see how well or how much time it takes you to kind of shore up the defenses. Should the worst come to happen. Pretty good. Pretty good. Ooh, let's see. Let's see. If I look at the... No, that's actually just enough for a success in this scenario.
Oh, it is?
18. 18 is the minimum, I think. Hold on, let me double check. Just looking at my DCs here. Oh, because I'm targeting them. That's why I was doing that. Hold on. And you guys are level 5. Oh, no, the DC is actually 20 for skill checks. This
I'll spend on last year trying to reroll that.
Or you could just be generally helping out. That's okay. I mean, this is just, it's not really a failure as much as, you spend all night looking for ways to secure this area, and you're just kind of exhausted by the end of it. You don't have time to get any sleep during this first night.
Yeah, I think that fight with the Drake Rider, I was down to single digits both times. So I think the blood loss. I think the blood loss was getting the Gresha.
100%. I can see it. Wow, listen to them out there. They're really angry. All right, and so you guys kind of take what rest you can during the first night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wake up in sunny Belkzen. How's the weather like the next day?
All right, let's see. Let's go to the next day. The next day. Blue, white sky. All right.
Excellent. That's like a beautiful sunrise over the desert, panning down to the horrific horde of zombies crowded around this little fort.
Yep.
Couple of orcs sitting on the wall looking down at them.
They just like chuck a rock.
Yeah, if one gets a little too enterprising, Sal's got a pile of metal that he's like, where random bullshit go? And he's just sending it down the side of the wall.
All right. Whew.
Eric's missing one of his pans because it got chucked at a zombie.
Mm-hmm. All right. Night falls on Split Skull. The air is heavy with the scent of sweat, wet stone, and rotting meat. Outside the walls, the dead do not sleep. They moan, they claw, and shuffle, pressing against the gate with tireless hunger, slipping a little bit from the oil that Dale put there. One of the hinges buckles in the morning and is quickly patched up with scavenged metal and rope. Inside the courtyard, various fires burn low. Let's see. Yeah, these various NPCs you met over the time, they're just sitting there trying to think of a plan. Let's see. Rothlin has sort of taken charge of keeping the watches in order, making sure people rest when they try and hold the gate open. They get their meals, and then rotating shifts to keep just like physically hold onto the gates so they do not buckle from the massive hordes of undead. You see Devore. He's just muttering quietly to himself. He's trying to sketch up maps of the tunnels, like from inside the keep. Maybe he was trying to look for maybe there was a way out in the catacombs. Doesn't. But he comes back with not much good news. It's like maybe we could try and dig our way out. Dig underneath them. Kestrel has lost a little bit of hope. She's given up trying to inspire the camp. She spends her time treating wounds or treating the dying. The rotation of orcs and survivors take turns holding the gates. Each face is paler than the last. They come back bloodied, silent, blinking at the firelight. A lot of people are losing hope. Doesn't seem to be any plan, no way out. People try and leave to kind of scout out to go get food. But eventually they're talked down. It's just there's too many. There's no chance they could get through. The storerooms and supplies are down to dried moss and meat scraped off of bones. It's looking dicey. You spend a whole day. Is there anything you guys do on the kind of second day? Just throughout the day, or just maintain what you've already told me?
Inside the keep.
Gonna...
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Inside the keep, there was that one room on the first floor that looked like a war room. Was there any documents?
Yes. Yeah. So it was kind of scooped. I forgot. Yeah. So I think Kresh said they looted Mershek. She had all the documents you're looking for. I'm gonna give them to him right now, and he can read them out to you if he wants, or pass it along. There does seem to be a kind of ciphered alternating script. It's written with a harsh, angular hand, alternating scripts and ciphered pictographs. I need society, Belkzen lore, decipher writing check to kind of to get through these encrypted messages.
I can help. I have society.
Yeah. If you want to throw out a help.
Do you want me to blind jam roll?
No, just roll it out.
Okay.
Oh, I see. It is blind. No, you don't have to be blind to help.
Okay.
That's a success. So you get a +1. Let's see. 20 is exactly what you needed. Okay. So actually, I'll give these to Gresha then, since you guys deciphered the writing. Assuming so, Gresh, you found the letters and you're like, I don't know what this means. Hand it off to them. Unless you wanted to try and decipher it too. I don't mean to assume that Kresh wouldn't try. Hello?
Oh, sorry. Crush isn't very.
Okay, so you look
smart.
at the weird pictograph. Okay, you just hand it off. All right. And so then Gresha and Roxanne, you start working on it, and I'm gonna send you these letters. Actually, I could just read them. All right. So the first letter appears to be an encoded missive from the Wing Ripper War Council. I'll just read it out. Drover Khazard. The eastern wall must hold fast. The eastern wind carries rot. We have no further use for broken fences. Lock your gates, seal your mouths. The tide must flow around you, not through. Refugees must be denied to the whitebeards and the empty hands. Our watchers in the sky say the storm send their pieces eastward, towards you. Let them wash against your walls, but not through them. Delay, distract, we will not press from behind. Hold the line, burn the map. And this is our JB.
JB. Justin Bieber.
Just a beeper orc.
He's up to his old tricks again.
Burn them.
All right.
Is there a map in the war room? There
was.
It sounds like it was burnt up.
Yeah, it's burnt.
Damn.
You see the burn marks on the table. All right. And then, sorry, Dale, you got some?
Oh no, I was just gonna ask if I can craft some bullets or attempt to craft some bullets again.
Absolutely. Supplies are running out. You're like, can I borrow these daggers? You just melt them down. All right, critical success.
Woo! So I'm still not sure of this. Do I click the 5 copper material costs to craft? Okay.
So it always costs money to craft stuff, but if you critically succeed, it costs half as much money, which is good.
I haven't succeeded in I don't know, since we started this game.
It's been a tough day. I mean, has Dale ever, dealt with a bunch of hordes of undead? Maybe in Alkenstar there were some undead problems. All right,
that's it.
All right, the second letter appears to be a half-written report. It's found folded in a journal with stained edges and in a few clawed punctures from being gripped too tightly. Khazard continues to prattle about tradition, strategy, but it is fear that rules his tongue. The gates remain shut, yes, but not out of conviction. He second-guesses, he paces, he drinks. I believe the only reason he hasn't fled is because he knows the Wing Rippers are watching. He will follow orders, of that I am certain. But should the wind turn, he would fold like wet canvas. His underlings whisper, the old guard is dead or disarmed. The rest tremble at the edge of their pride. If your aim was to let him stall Ardax's line, then it's working, but he will not hold. That's the second letter. All right. And the last letter appears to be a scouting brief or report. It is titled "Marked Eyes Above, Northern Sweep, Day 5." And Mershek's neat but severe script. It's the same script as the letter before. Caravan observed, 8 miles out. Composition mostly orc, but include outsiders. Banner matches reports from the Torrent Moot survivors. Spirits observed in the hills the day prior. At least 3 storms brewing. Caravan is moving slowly but tactically, clearing routes and covering the rear. Leaders among them believe the one called Salgresh. Commands respect. Some of the outliers are clearly veterans. Unclear if Ardax lives, though the group bears the weight of a mission. They will soon arrive. Khazard will either fight, fall, or flee. I place bets on all three. Initial M.
Gresh is like, this can't be anybody that knows Sal.
They're not really one for posturing like that. But they probably would give the information that's been transcribed or whatever to Alec, just so he understands what was kind of happening here.
All right. Yeah, they appreciate you keeping them in the loop through all this. Yeah, they've been guard captain for a long time, but they've never had to deal with anything quite like this. So they appreciate your assistance. And I count you as a great ally.
Of the mercenaries that were here, is there like a leader amongst them, or are they all just kind of doing their
They are.
thing?
They're like wet paper in the wind now. Izzard seemed like, because he had a way with words, right? So he kept them at least focused on stuff. But now it just seems they're all in like survival mode. More than a couple fights break out over the night over like food, and like some people going stir crazy. Like, well, they're gonna get in here eventually. Listen to them. They'll never stop. We're all dead. That sort of deal. Yeah, nothing so much as a leader now. And if anything, it would be the people, like the couple people that you fought inside that were coming to Izzard's aid, that rampager and that other guard would have probably pointed to you because you're the one that killed him. You brought out the head. You made the proclamation. A lot of people look to you as kind of a leader at the moment, but she seems too exhausted to like. It's if you want to use that as leverage to keep them in line, keep things moving, making sure they're doing their thing. 100%.
Yeah.
And at the moment, it's like no one seems to have stepped forward as a leader per se. But you guys are the ones that killed the really scary wyvern and their rider, so mostly looking to you guys.
I think bringing up this information to the group of some of these mercenaries, it seems once their deal or contract with Zard went through, they've kind of just become a little bit, I don't want to say soft, but
I mean, they're in this with the rest of us, so
yeah,
if they're welcome to leave, I mean, they can either fight with the rest of us or take a couple steps out the gate.
So you guys keep going. I'll just be like, I assuming you guys kind of like look through the keep and find out a treasure, and I'll give that to you.
Oh yeah, that was kind of what I was going through to see like if there's like any information, any items that we can use from the keep to help with the defenses, stuff like that. That's what Rush is doing.
I'll be right back. You guys keep doing your thing. I'll be right back. You just bathroom.
I guess kind of turning to the group and being like, so what do we do? I guess we're all just in survival mode at the moment.
I mean, really, what are our options right now is just to survive unless anybody's got a way to make some kind of flying machine or digging machine, or you guys know some kind of gee-whiz magic that'll just get rid of the undead folk.
Gresher would look at Sal. You're the one with the crazy machines. Any ideas?
Sal.
I think he's thinking. Just give him a second.
Yeah.
It's not easy, you know what I mean? Like, I happen to be a thinker myself sometimes.
Okay, I'm back.
let's see. All right.
Or, what if we disguised ourselves as undead people, and then we just pretended like we were undead, and then they would be like, we would just be like one of them, and maybe we just walk through them until we're out this place.
Leave everyone behind? Oh my gosh.
We've had to do that for a lot of people.
All right, maybe it won't work, but
Not saying it wouldn't work, but I think there's just a lot of people that could make it not work. Which is unfortunate. If it was just us, it could work.
I mean, have we tried getting one of them in here and see if we can't test some things on them? What if we just like snagged one up over the wall or something and just pulled them up and threw it in a cage and then ran all kinds of crazy experiments on them?
As you kind of been dealing with them, these horde, and you've had various like skirmishes with them. You know that most of them are mindless. There have been a few that have exhibited some intelligence and like malice. Those would be mostly the ghoul ones. You don't see a lot of those around. You don't see any of those mage fellows. Those magical ones that kind of bring the water with them.
Those ones are annoying.
Yeah, you see maybe one or two of like the bigger, tougher orc zombies, Floodslain they're called. Some of the water's kind of pulling up around them, but you don't know if. I mean, maybe. I mean, if you propose that idea, a lot of people seem to be too scared to even open the gates to try. So you'd have to probably do some convincing, or find some sneaky way of doing it. It's funny is that you like go fishing for like zombies or something. I don't know, off the side and like drag one up, but then what if they grab you, pull you down? It's tough. But as you kind of scour the keep for useful things, I will throw some treasure at you guys.
Let's go.
All right, you find one orc who kind of comes forward as you kind of praises you for your strength, and he gives you another cool ring.
Ooh.
He said it was his father's ring, and he used it when he was fighting undead, and it helped him. This fine golden ring with a grinning skull on the side.
How'd your father, has he gone on to better places then?
He has.
He didn't he didn't die fighting undead, did he?
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll take it.
That's a pretty cool ring. It's uncommon. While wearing the ring, you can attempt to detect the presence of undead creatures in exploration activity.
Excellent. He activates it.
They're undead near you.
He nods.
It works. It doesn't pinpoint their locations.
They're undead nearby. That's like the weather rock. Is the rock's wet? It's raining out.
All right, so I'll throw that in your stash. Okay. Okay, that's the party stash and the treasure. All right, so there's the Grim Ring. They also, one of the more enterprising orcs, hands you this special, weird-looking crossbow bolt. He says you can attach a string to it, and when the bolt strikes a solid object, it will unfurl the string, and it enlarges into a 50-foot-long rope, securely fastened to the surface the bolt struck.
Wow.
It's like a little
it would have been super useful for getting into this place. Oh, hey, yeah, there you go.
We'll have to find another keep to climb into.
And yeah, next time you do an infiltration mission, you guys will have that. All right, let's see. Among Khazard's personal belongings, you find a particular key. There's a little bit of magic attached to it. It is a small silver skeleton key that can be pinned to an armor or sleeve as a decoration. When you turn the key to activate it, you get a +1 bonus to thievery checks to pick a lock for 1 minute. The first time you succeed a critical success to open a pick lock, you receive 1 additional success towards opening a Okay, so it lets you do complex locks easy. It's a Pathfinder item. It's a sneaky key.
Sneaky key, hell yeah.
Throw that in the inventory. All right. Let's see. There appears to be a small treasury, and I can give you the description of these rooms if you'd like. You just want the treasure.
Those are the last 2 rooms.
There's a couple more things, and then I needed to ask if you guys actually go into the catacombs or not.
Yeah, let's do the rooms first.
All right, so the rooms up top. You find a small treasury. Let's see. You find a pouch with 56 gold pieces, and you also find on an armor rack some +1 leather armor. Drag those into your stash. Gold pieces. There you go. Let's see. What else in the keep? Treasure that was. This is all stuff you would have found doing your little sneaky mission throughout the keep. I'll just skip to the end and just to all y'all right now. Just looking for useful things. Those marble game pieces that were, the game that wasn't finished in the hallway. Those who have some value, I'll give you those. 5 of those. They're each worth 5 gold.
Nice.
Tower, a goat. Token, good condition. 2 gold each. I thought there were 5 gold each. Oh, there's 5 of them. Okay, it's the total bundle was worth 10. And doing that sort of deal. All right, that was in the upper hallways. You already got his lockbox. That's good. All right, you didn't find that because that was as Joni's things. Okay, that's in the thing. You got his ring. Okay, that's most of the treasure you found that was still in the keep. It's if you guys want to go to the catacombs or not.
2 things. 1, Roxanne, Sal, Resh. I don't know if you guys are wearing leather armor.
I have studded leather.
I have regular leather.
What about Crash?
Leather? Maybe. I think so.
Just
studded leather.
It is light
studded.
armor.
Okay.
Posted.
I'm not sure how much of a difference it is, but yeah, the 3 of you guys can probably want to work out who gets that leather armor. Getting that +1's going to be useful. Don't have Enoch anymore. It's taking that striking room off of that mall and giving it to someone's weapon would be pretty good.
Yeah, you could put it on the hand wraps. Put it on a. Do you have the +1? Who all doesn't have a +1?
Yeah, it's a plus from hand wraps, yeah. Wait, or should there are +1?
For weapons, he's asking.
Oh,
you
yeah,
have,
that's not me. I just.
Weapons. I think you have your little pistol, which you could put it on there.
Yeah, you can put it on there. I mean, sometimes you gotta get the gat.
I don't have any more bullets for it, so that would be wasted on me.
I could put the other +1 on Wild Bill. I have a +1 on Jezebel, so if nobody wants it, I could put the other one on.
Yeah,
the
do
other
it up.
pistol.
Because I don't think anybody's using gonna use the mace.
Yeah, my two-handed is going to be the butchering axe.
And Crush punches people, and Sal uses his tattoos.
Figure that out. And then, Red, you mentioned as Ronnie, I think his name was?
Asroni, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess as we're kind of walking through the keep, Gresham will kind of try and keep an eye out for him if he decides to show up. Or it seems like he's gone to the wind.
Seems like he's gone.
Okay. So we'll just turn up whenever we are there if that happens.
What's the difference between a potency rune and a striking rune?
So, potency rune is how you upgrade your weapon to be able to accept striking rune. So it's like
So
you're
they're-
unlocking a slot, and then you put the striking rune inside the slot. But the +1 goes on top.
So
of
they're
it.
both fundamental runes. And
Oh yeah, they're both fundamental. Yeah, so it actually doesn't
Yeah.
take a slot, right?
yeah. So first thing you need to have is the potency rune. That makes it a +1. That just gives you a +1 bonus to your attacks and stuff. The striking rune, once you have the +1 on there, then they'll add another weapon die onto that weapon. So,
Oh,
your
okay,
gun is,
so-
if your gun's like doing a d6 of damage, adding a
Got a 2d6.
striking rune would make it 2d6.
Ooh, that's huge. Yeah, because
And those will
Jezebel
also
has a
bump up
potency.
when you get the crit, and your gun has the fatal trait. So that means when you get a crit, it changes the dice your weapon uses to D10. So that's an extra D10 on top.
That'd be
Damn.
2d,
You get
that'd be
even more
2d10
damage.
on a crit.
So
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So Jezebel has a potency rune, so I could put the striking rune on that gun, but I couldn't put it on Wild Bill because Wild Bill doesn't have a potency rune.
+1, correct. Yeah, you need to get another
Oh, okay.
+1 in there.
Yeah, so you have to start with the potency runes first.
There are
then
also
then the
items
striking
specific
rune.
for, I think specifically for gunslingers, you could find that'll let you copy the runes from one gun and the other, so you don't have to spend a whole extra lot of money to upgrade your weapons that other people don't have to do. So if you can find that item, I forget what it's called. I can look that up for you. But yeah, essentially, it lets you copy whatever runes, whatever you want to be your main gun, will copy into your offhand gun. So both guns will be as strong as each other, and you won't have to spend the extra money to. You could, if find that item, but yeah, you definitely want to hook those up eventually as you kind of get up to the higher tiers and everything gets more difficult. That's how you kind of keep pace, since you're like mainly a Mulcher character, and as spellcasters get access to higher level spells. For marshals, it's you get to do more damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this campaign ends at like what? 12, 13?
12.
12?
Or sorry, 11.
Oh, 11. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. The next tier would be a greater striking rune, but that's not until like level 13. So
Yeah.
a regular striking rune is going to be the best that we're going to be.
This will carry you
Yeah,
through
that's
the rest of this campaign.
Yeah.
However, to just change runes out and stuff and actually get them on the weapon, you need someone with magical crafting, which is
And that's
what
why I
Crash
said it
was
was
talking about.
unfortunate. It was
Yeah,
unfortunate
that
we don't
Anok.
have Anok anymore.
Yeah, so I mean, there's definitely you'll definitely have a chance to do this at some point. I think now though I'm not sure. Let me just do a quick check. Look at all these NPCs. If I think they would be magical crafters. Let's see. I don't think anyone inside the walls currently has that going on. No, he's the cook. Rothlin, Kestrel, Devore. No, they wouldn't. They don't make anything. Some of them are spellcasters. I think for now, you're out of luck.
All right. Well,
As far as like upgrading your weapons right now.
yeah.
You can definitely hold on to it. Find something.
Oh, 100%. You definitely should. Okay. So we got the sample winners.
And then, yeah, that same process is for armors as well. So potency rune, +1 to our armor. And then there's a resiliency rune instead of striking rune. That gives you pluses to saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it goes through the same process where the potency rune first, then resiliency rune.
And then you can get cool things called property runes, which are like special effects. Like you get like a fire one, it'll give your weapon fire damage on top of everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's also
Okay.
according to the potency rune. The number that's on the potency, +1, that means you can only add 1 property on there. That's what +2, 2 properties on there. So but so there was a passage that goes from the keep into the catacombs.
Mm-hmm. It's basically a hole in the floor on the first. I could take you to that map if you want to. I mean,
Yeah, I think I remember the whole.
it was off in the corner. You guys didn't check it out because people were watching you.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the old kitchen in the war room. Let's see. Where are the rest of you at? Yeah, Sal, Roxanne, Grisha, and Dale. Oh yeah, I can activate this map. Guys didn't really get a chance to see it, so. Yeah, we had the main hall here, and the back was the war room, and off in the corner there was past this old kitchen that seems to be kind of gooey and gross, and has like mold growing on the walls. I got flavor text here. Lower level, the kitchen. The air here turns damp and foul as you step into this ruined kitchen. Mold clings to every surface, its color shifting between sickly green and yellow fuzz. The broken floor gapes open in a dark pit. There's a distant drip, drip, drip that echoes upwards. Above the oven, you see rusted hooks swing gently as if stirred by unseen breath. And there's a big hole in the floor, as you can see. So you jump into the pit. There's a little voice in the back of your head, Gresha, that says jump.
Quiet you.
The vampire said there was something down there, right? Like somebody funny.
Yeah.
They did, yeah.
Something weird down there.
I think what Gresha's just gonna do is just gonna kneel down by the hole and just kind of listen.
What are your orc ears here, Grisha?
Let me turn down the zombies really low because they're outside between walls and stuff.
They're
Not gonna
ever
take more
present.
Yeah. You're not in the courtyard anymore. You're inside Split Skull Keep. Interior. As you listen, go ahead and give me a perception check. Alright. You don't hear anything but the gentle flowing of air escaping from the undercroft. It's very dark down there.
Should we call out down there? I mean, we know someone's down there, right?
Something.
Sal shrugs. He's gonna make some chains and he'll bundle them up into a ball and he'll just chuck them down so they can kind of gauge how deep the hole is.
Okay.
They'll make a noise when they hit.
Yeah, I'd say it's about 30-foot drop. So it'd have to be as tall as the tower plus to get in the catacombs, yeah.
Can I call out down there in Necrol?
What do you say?
That's the undead, right? Language?
Yep.
Can I say, Ronnie's told us about you. You want to chat with us?
This kind of echoes. Eventually, you do see some swirling shadow come up out of the pit. And appearing next to you, Gresha, is Estroni.
Oh,
Oh.
shit.
Something I can help you with. Has Ardex arrived?
He has not.
I was reading my book.
There's still
What's down there with you?
There's a strange it's creature obsessed with crystals.
Yeah,
As long as you don't touch
right.
those crystals, he seems to be fine. Oh, sorry, hold on.
Crystals.
Have to get the ambiance
We don't have
going.
any
Get his theme song.
crystals.
Yeah.
I love his theme music.
Sal, was it? I don't think any more corpses are going to fit in that hole. You've plugged it up quite handily.
Yeah, he's scratching his chin. He's like, yeah, that is a bit of a problem.
There is nothing to fear from that creature, should you leave its treasure alone.
But what if it's got some pretty good treasure that we take from it?
It's paltry gems.
Anything cool looking though?
He teleports next to you. Oh, he puts a hand on you around your shoulder. I mean, if I know adventurers like you like the treasure.
No,
It's
I'm
probably worth your
retired.
time. He claps you on the back.
I'm asking out of pure academic curiosity.
Mm.
I'm a family man now.
You're a family man? Is that what you said, a family man?
Yeah. Put the adventuring days behind me.
Ah, if only.
I'm a contractor.
Oh, really? Much more useful than meets the eye. I'm glad I ran into you guys.
I try to do.
Because you all smile. Well, I'll leave you to it. As soon as Ardak shows up, make sure to let me know, or I'll have my thralls let me know too. I'll just be hanging out down here in the catacombs where it's nice and dark.
One of ours was looking for a way out. Do the catacombs lead outside?
They do not.
Hmm.
There's the sinkhole that leads to them from the top, and the pile of corpses there now. And is where I think the dwarves interred their dead. Did you know this was a dwarven keep before the orcs took over?
There are quite a few lands that we had taken from the dwarves in the old days.
Oh, finders keepers. If there's a couple of stragglers that needed to get out of there, no harm, no foul. At least for the orcs.
Well, I'll leave you to it then. If you'd like to come down, I would. I wouldn't say no to some company while we wait.
Question.
A question. I might have an answer.
Vampires, you like blood, right?
You could say that.
Oh, how do you deal with that?
Deal with
It's bad, right? And,
the hunger?
like,
Well, I've had a quite handy supply since my friend Sal here decided to dump all his recent kills, and I'll be fine for quite a while, I'd imagine.
Oh, So South's okay. I could eat those bodies.
Gresh, you've been on a body eating kick recently. It's gonna be a new thing, or
Yeah, but he coughs. It's he blushes and looks ashamed.
Mm-hmm.
It tastes good, and he looks like it tastes good.
I have a little bit of a darker apparition among me, and he's told me that he's had, well, in his past life, he indulged on eating others like that. Maybe you should be a little bit careful. I mean, it gave him power, but maybe at a cost.
He teleports 5 feet next to Roxanne, unnecessarily. I knew I liked you guys. Dark spirits, you say? Well. Aren't you the haunted one?
Just a bit.
Well, my friend, I suggest, unless you... Well, you might end up in a situation like myself, where eventually, it's fine for a while, but then people start finding out that you're eating, corpses and drinking their blood, and then they might show up at their castle with pitchforks and trying to throw you out, and then you'll have to kill them, and then make an example of one of them, so that stringing his entrails out along the mainstay of the road, so they get the picture.
Oh,
But it's quite the hassle. It's just so boring.
does sound complicated. It's probably something my mom wouldn't like either.
Yeah, I don't reckon so.
She took me away from the other. She didn't like their habits or the village.
You savage Uruxi.
But don't let me keep you if you need to go get rest.
Well, I was sleeping, and then woke me up. Maybe I could get some light reading done while we wait. How's it going out there?
There's a lot of dead.
That makes sense. Trying to get inside. Feast on the living. Us undead, we hate the living. We hate the things we can't have anymore. Those of us with a mind. I suppose that was part of their plans.
You said earlier that you could feel something. Something that was with the weather that was affecting the dead. Do you still feel that now?
Yes, quite. And it's the surge of your ancestors. They were being poked and prodded and sent into screaming rages. That's what caused the thunderclouds, full of spirits. And then the lesser undead follow those to wherever they're being directed.
Do you feel like it is
But
passed on from here, or is it still in the area?
he seems like he's kind of like closes his eyes for a sec, kind of holds up his hands in the air, almost like he's dowsing for something.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they're definitely around us. It's not a full-on storm yet, though.
Yeah, it's like it's growing.
It's not like, so you remember when you guys were on the trail and there was the big hurricane that came through and kind of wiped you guys out. You guys had to run.
Right.
When you look outside of the storm clouds, it doesn't look like that's out there right now. Right now, your main concern is the entire undead that have been a swarm that has been led here.
Right.
Is trying to get inside and kill people. You don't think that?
Yeah, I guess what I'm asking is like, does he feel the haunt that we encountered along the way
No.
here? Okay.
There are trace amounts of it, and what he was explaining is that so those storms happen, and then the undead show up and follow it.
Right. But currently, at the moment, he doesn't feel that thing.
Currently, it's not like, because I mean, like when you were dealing with that, there was like lightning coming down from the sky and like striking people, and some of the undead spirits came down and tried to like grab people and talk to people. Remember the people? Some of them were like, "Oh, I hear my brother in there. I need to go save him." Like that's really that's not happening right now.
Well, we are going to continue defending this place until reinforcements arrive. Those reinforcements should be with Martin.
Excellent. He smiles.
According to the letter that this God, I'm getting her name already.
Mershek, yes.
Mershek
Wing Ripper clan.
Yes. Seems she was watching us for quite some time. So, from what she's
the benefits of having flying mounts.
Lucky them.
There was one other before here who came with them. They departed shortly after.
Another of the Wing Ripper?
No, this was a human.
Did you catch their name?
I did not want to reveal myself to him. He seemed like a pretty bad dude.
You get a look at him?
Yes. Kind of a sort of probably close to his 40s. He had like a salt and pepper here. Really mean stare.
Dale? Dale.
Didn't we already ask this fella about?
I thought you
know
did, but
we. Yeah, showed him a picture and everything.
Did you? I don't remember if you did.
Yeah, in the room upstairs.
I
asked him.
Gosh. Yeah, he confirms that is the person he saw. That's my bad. I don't remember quite. It might have been that you hadn't signed the contract with him, so he wasn't really
yeah.
divulge information yet. But now he's a lot more talkative now. So maybe
He's
that was it.
Coy.
Just
I'll
benefit me, Anyway, assuming you pull out the wanted poster you have, he does confirm that is the person he saw. He was here briefly, but then he rode off on a wyvern with another person.
On a wyvern.
Yeah.
That son of a bitch.
And when you think back to the letters, the first one was initialed JB.
Oh.
What is the man that you are looking for?
His name is Jonas Blackthorn.
Oh. that
Thought it was Johnny Bravo.
Johnny. Wow. Thank you very
That's
much.
good.
nice.
Oh, mama. Got this big old wyvern.
Oh boy.
I should play Johnny Bravo next time I do one.
There you go.
I don't know if Johnny Bravo is too PC nowadays. I think you might have had. It's problematic.
Yeah, he probably's got
cartoon
a talking to.
Anywho,
no one ever fell for his wiles, so it'd just be funny.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, was it the creator actually did like an interview, I guess like somewhat recently, that the show is about, like, apparently Johnny Bravo gets a lot of girls. The show is just about the times that he fails, according to the creator. But
Oh,
I
I'm
don't know.
sure, since he's the guy that made it, and it's whatever. It's not talking about Johnny Bravo.
Oh, okay. All right, sorry.
It's not Johnny
Uh,
Bravo.
Hey, Crash, when you were traveling with Jonas, was he a Wyvern Rider?
No, you don't.
Or was that like a new thing?
That seems to be a new thing.
That seems to be.
He definitely did not have a wyvern when you guys were running around Belkzen doing your thing before.
I don't think
Maybe he's got some new friends.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
How much is a wyvern?
Well, the only I say wyvern because it's easier, but you can say it either way. It doesn't matter. I don't care. How much is a wyvern? I could look it up, but they're only seem to be present in Belkzen with the Wing Ripper clan, which raises them from birth to be mounts and servants. No other orcs really have those, because it's extremely dangerous, and most of them die during the training. As people who've lived in Belkzen, they're not available for the most part.
I was gonna say, like, we never had wyvern money. We never.
All right.
We went through Khazar's things. Did he not have receipts for
So
taxes
there were
that were collected from this Freedom Town?
Yeah, Freedom Town. That is a town to the. I'll put it on your map once we because we'll start wrapping up the session here. Yeah. Apparently, the Clefthead Hold was responsible for guarding the eastern front into Ustalav, and their other task is to collect taxes from Freedom Town, which is a non-orc settlement here in Belkzen. That is mostly filled with criminal scum and that sort of deal. I give you some more information about that. I don't have my notes ready, but essentially,
Yeah.
people don't usually chase people into Belkzen, so these criminals sort of form their own town, but in doing so, I mean, the only reason they're not haven't been driven out by the orcs is because they pay these taxes to Ardax and all the orcs that are here. But it seems like Khazard was skimming off the top for himself. That's why you found a lockbox full of lots of money. I think you already added it to your inventory.
Yeah.
So,
Gresh will look at Dale. Very possible that this human you're looking for resides in Freedom Town.
Yeah, I think we just might have to go take a look, once we get out of this mess right now, but...
Okay. Well then, good job, guys. Just a quick head count. Do you guys want to go into the catacombs and fight that thing, or no? Get some extra treasure, or nah?
Is it friend shaped?
Is it friend shaped?
Could it be friend shaped?
Can it be friend
Like if we give him a crystal, could he be friend shaped?
Oh, and I'll have to go see. Let me just go.
We have a potency crystal. Does he like
I
those
was
kinds
looking
of
at that
crystals?
too.
He definitely likes crystals. Let me look at this creature and see what's up here. Let's see.
I mean, it turns that a weapon into a +1 striking weapon, but it's only for one turn.
Yeah.
Because it's a talisman, so pretty limited on its use.
And I do like magic crystals. Okay. Yeah, so assuming you talk with Esdroni for a bit, he can give you a description of what it looks like, and I'll just show you the art, and you tell me whether you want to go mess with it or not. I'll go ahead and show you guys this art. He gives a pretty good description. He's actually a pretty good sketch artist.
Does he have a journal as well?
Brings out his notebook now.
Brings out his notebook, shows you his cool, like,
brings out his
metal S's, from high school where you drew like the
Yeah.
the metal S, a bunch of punk rock, that sort of deal. But eventually, he sketches for you a quick thing of this character.
Oh.
It does not have eyes.
Not exactly friendship.
It appears to. He has seen it go in and out of the walls as if it's traveling through Earth.
Okay.
Yeah.
With some occultism knowledge, would I know what this creature is?
You go ahead and give me a recall knowledge.
Okay.
Throw one out there as well.
Oh, very good. Okay.
I can re-roll if my roll is not up to snuff. Make it a little higher if possible.
Actually, it's not your occultism that pings; it's your nature.
Oh, okay.
This appears to be some creature connected to the Earth called a Stygiras. Hold on. It's a weird one. Stygiras. Stygira? I don't know.
No idea.
All right.
Stygiras.
Yeah, something like that. Okay, it appears to be it's Earth. It's actually a Fey creature. What you've heard about these creatures, they are weathered hermits wrapped in tattered rags. They are scarred eyeless creatures. These scarred eyeless creatures command strange secrets of the earth and interpret the fateful energies of the subterranean depths. In some regions, these creatures are worshipped as seers or even gods, although they lack the ability to grant spells to clerics and are not often aware of their worshippers at all. In other areas, they have strange ties to the ancient empires of the Cyclops. Often dwelling in oversized ruins those creatures left behind long ago. To many of these creatures, gemstones harvested from ancient Cyclopean mosaics have even greater magical powers than other crystals. Although technically blind, they do have vestigial eyes hidden beneath their stony, scarred flesh of their faces. Capable of sensing bright light, even through their scars, are sickened and distracted by these flashing glimpses, so they keep their caves during the day. They keep to their caves during the day and wander into the world, often only after nightfall. Far from benevolent, these creatures, they seek out unwary travelers and explorers to capture and reduce them to their base chemicals. Supernatural humors. These creatures require infused gemstones. They infuse gemstones with the capacity to give them sight and magical power. So they use gemstones to see. And they hate light. They see through gemstones. Some say they can even turn you to stone.
Ooh.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Then they have some spellcasting ability. But it's just one of them. I mean, you guys could probably take out. What's the worst that could happen? Some of you are petrified.
Get turned to glass and shatter. Wait, sorry, wrong game.
Wrong game. Anyway, I'll take you guys back to the dashboard. You guys think about it, and we'll come back next week. And thank you guys so much for playing. I think that was great. That was a pretty good session. You just gotta hold out until Ardax shows up. How hard could that be? He said he was coming with help.
Yeah.
Gonna have a Gandalf entrance.
I need to.
No, you took my. No, that's.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It didn't happen. I didn't say that.
No, you're fine.
You're looking at his notes.
No, but we all know. We all know. Anyway, thank you guys so much for playing. I think we'll cut it off here. Do you have any questions for me next week? Oh, next week, be ready to level up to 6.
What?
I know it's been happening pretty fast the last couple sessions, but you guys have been knocking it out of the park. We are nearing. You basically have finished book 1. We'll be going into the book 2. We're not going to be playing next week.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Cause I
so
I remember that. Yeah, verse was like
So we'll have an extra week break. It'll give me time to start prepping book 2.
Cool.
Yeah, you guys finished book 1 in 12 sessions, which is kind of right on the money for what they expect. So I'm pretty impressed with the Paizo's. And obviously, I didn't write everything raw, not technically, but you know, they had a pretty good general. Usually say it takes 10 to 15 sessions per book, so yeah, very cool.
All right, so I guess we'll be back on
Did we
Back on
level?
the 8th. You guys are right. You might as well. Well, if you decide to go fight that thing, don't level up. If you don't want to fight it, you just want to leave it alone, then we'll wait until after you finish that thing, and then you can level up.
I don't know if I'm really will fight this weird thing.
Yeah, I mean,
that's Mal wants to fight out.
He's not harming
Always,
anyone.
But the level, the progression.
he's
the same.
I was already tells you, he's just,
we don't
he's
need
just standing down there.
XP.
He's being weird. He's just staying down there being weird. He's not really bothering anyone.
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah.
like
As long as he don't touch his
Yo.
gems, he's chill.
Well,
Yeah,
you
so
did
let's
mention
go
something
talk to
about
him.
this. Yeah, but you did mention something about secrets of the earth. If that thing maybe knows a way of being able to get
Yeah.
out, I don't know.
Get through.
Yeah.
Anything's possible.
We need all the allies we can get with the horde outside, so
I feel like
even
we could
unconventional
at least
ones.
maybe talk
Mhm.
with it, and I mean, no one wants that potency crystal. We could offer that up.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
All right.
Possible
Yeah, we're fine.
conversations with it.
Possible conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely start thinking about your level up for sure, because that'll happen between books. You guys essentially finished the first book. Well done. I know there's just a horde of zombies waiting out there to devour you.
True, yeah.
That's another day in Belkzen.
Mhm.
True, Sunny Belkzen.
It's always sunny in Belkzen.
The gang withstands a siege.
True.
All right.
All right, well,
guess
thanks
we'll
for running, Brad.
See you guys next
Yeah.
couple weeks.
Yeah.
And thanks everyone for watching. I guess we'll be back in 2 weeks.
Right on. Yeah, thanks for the game.
Relentless Dead.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.